Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
You need that fear.
All I'm trying to do is make a stand for something that I truly believe is right. I truly believe is right. I want to be like you. Come on, man. I'm the face of boxing. I'm the cash cow. I hold the record for pay-per-view.
My drop, I know my drop, I know my situation. I don't want to fight.
Dazn production.
Check it, you know. But it's gonna be very difficult for both of us.
ThaBoxingvoice.com. Good morning, TBV, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another morning edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs, joined alongside a rotating panel of co-hosts, and we are here to talk some boxing. Eddie Hearn says if Wilder doesn't get his shit together, it will be Usyk by the end of the year. Mandatories will come into play. We got IBF, we got WBO, Pulev, just people all tugging. They've even spoke in this article of vacating. Yeah, vacating because it's just getting stressful. Will we ever get a unification for undisputed? That's what we're here to discuss. Is Usyk really next if they can't get that Wilder unification? Is that the type of fight that Dazn is interested in? Well, this is what we're going to be discussing. You know the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time to voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Don't forget to add Nestor Gibbs on Skype. Anywhere in the world, you can call in absolutely free by downloading the Skype app while you're in your respected app market, whether it be Android or iPhone. Download that Patreon app and continue to receive notifications for extra behind-the-scenes footage, different just community posts. We have a community over there. It's really a family. Go and check us out at patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. It's our backbone, bread and butter. We actually got some things to make up for this week, so I think we'll if I don't hit the gym, because you know I'm training, unlike Mike, taking it serious. Mike might get slept. But after the gym, we could definitely come back, do some double up on Patreon. We got a lot of suggestions. Looks like Marcos Maidana, Oscar De La Hoya, Ike Corte are in the running for film study, I guess Thursday today. But let's get on out to my good co-host in Indiana.
I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. I can't say it enough. I speak it, believe it.
Windows down, 2 attempts, handed bands over. Sicko hit, shot and miss, 2 to stand over.
Turn up.
Breadwinner, huh? Look who in the building. Let me check my Instagram. I might be at 1 million.
And I'm in.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
Yo. Good morning, everybody out there in the TBB universe. Yep, back here with another one. Eddie Hearn did a nice little hour and a half long interview yesterday with Coogan from IFL TV. Big ups to him. And they talked about a lot of shit from Bob Arum to what's possibly next for Anthony Joshua. He said if the unification does not happen next, then Anthony is going to get bombarded with mandatories from the IBO, but big ups to the IBO, WBA, and WBO. And Usyk, who is fighting, I believe, May 18th, could be May 17th. They were talking about moving that date back one day and not compete with Wilder, but could be fighting in heavyweight. And I do believe that he just vacated his one of his cruiserweight titles. But we'll get into it. What's going on with the man? How's the weather over in London?
What's up, guys? Yeah, the weather it's not too interesting today. Yeah, it's quite depressing, to be fair. But yeah, there's heavyweight boxing to discuss, so that will make up for it. Anthony Joshua potentially vacating belts, mandatories piling up. Is that a valid excuse? Do we have to come with the same energy that unification trumps all mandatories? So we have to keep that same energy, or does he have an excuse? Usyk looks like he would be the first up if the Wilder unification doesn't happen. So yeah, let's get into it, guys.
Yeah, I feel like the mandatory situation is like this right here. they've been trying to get a undisputed fight. And these sanction bodies do have other people in their sanction body that pay fees, so they're getting all the complaints from them and like, hey man, I'm ready for my title shot. This guy been. Go ahead, Ness.
I was just gonna say to piggyback off of you. Did you guys happen to catch that Boxing Social interview with Eddie Hearn? And he really explained like mandatories and silver belts and interim titles, regulars. Like he went through all that.
I want to know about silver belts. What do you say about silver belts? Because that's what I always wanted to know.
Basically, he said that all these secondary titles, like the interim or a silver WBC or a regular WBA or an interim WBA, that those were essentially just mistakes that took place. All right, like hypothetically, Pulev is, let's say he's mandatory for Joshua. Joshua keeps paying extensions. Pulev is frustrated. IBF steps in and said, you know what? You know, Joshua got hurt. He won't be able to get his mandatory shot with you. You're going to have to wait a year till he heals, but we're not going to strip him or mandate him. He's not going to vacate. We're going to make him champion in recess, make you IBF champion. Or, you know, he's champion, super, we'll elevate him to super and create an interim for you. And that's what happened because they were trying to please the sanctioning bodies were trying to please promoters. So Eddie says, you know, it's like, look, I'm going to the WBC. I'm like, hey, Mauricio, mandate Luke Campbell, Mikey Garcia. They want Mikey Garcia now. They figure, look, we get him now while he's hurt. We get him now immediately after the loss. Let's get him now. We want it now. They said, we're going to ambush him. That was his words. He said, me and Luke Campbell will be in such and such place, and we're going to ambush Mauricio Suleiman. You know what I mean? So now we know. Everyone is lobbying. Everyone is lobbying. And what do you think? Dinners, vacation tickets, all I got to be in. I'm just keeping a G. If I sit down and I say, Mauricio, we want to talk Luke Campbell, what I'm going to do? Meet you on fucking New York City streets, or I'm going to meet you at the Parker Meridian? I'm going to meet you at the W, and we're going to have dinner, you know, the nice way. Why not? There's nothing illegal with that. It would be disrespectful to meet him in a corner street with the wind blowing, you know? So I don't know, man. The person that has the better meeting, I would say, definitely gets things his way. I mean, you gotta look into that interview. It's serious.
The diamond belt and like the silver belt is just essentially a placeholder.
That's it. Diamond belt is champion in recess. Like he ain't even a champ. They like, yo, you ain't fighting. So here's your belt that you've been paying for. That shit don't mean nothing anymore. You can still put it on your mantle. Somebody else gonna be the champ while you out. They gonna fight. When you ready, you come back and you challenge that champion. That's how champion in recess works. Emeritus, diamond belt, all that. Yeah, no, that's all the same shit.
But diamond, did Dillian have the diamond or silver?
He got a silver.
Okay, my bad. All
right, and that's the same one Vanessa Martirosyan had when Canelo Alvarez was the 147-pound champ or 154-pound champ. Like you could be a silver forever and never get called or mandated and nothing like that. Now, what needs to be said is that regardless of mandatories, 99% of the sanctioning bodies are going to give you an exception if you put in a petition to have a unification, especially undisputed. So the article is clever. Eddie is clever, you know, trying to put the pressure on Wilder, and I get it. Put that pressure on him. But at the same time, let's not act as if a mandatory is called. Eddie can't just do what he done with Earl Spence and this kid named lost but not forgotten, Kell Brook. You know, they got 3 extensions before they finally stepped in the ring with him. So get some extensions, homeboy. That's all I'm saying.
But now with those extensions, wouldn't that push another belt's mandatory back?
It should do. It
will, of course. That's the whole point.
Now, and that's why I was thinking they were talking about vacate, because I don't know, like the IBF is strict about their mandatories.
Yeah, Mike, but they spoke about vacating in the same sentence, literally like 4 words later. He's like, but it won't be the same if we fight Wilder and it ain't for undisputed.
It won't be. It won't be. It won't be.
And it won't be the same money either. It won't be the same event. It won't be the magnitude. Like, they ain't vacating no titles. Listen, Vladimir Klitschko had all the titles, and that's why we hated him, because he was fighting all the fucking mandatories. And HBO was just like, yo, we not putting on Pulev, Manuel Char, and, you know, All these dudes, everybody's fighting now. He been tried to fight them and did fight them in Germany and wanted it, streamed on HBO, and nobody wasn't beat.
Okay. But I'm not really. I know what you're saying, but I'm not really a fan of all these belts, man. I think there are far too many of them, and they should definitely consolidate the diamond, not diamond, but silver and WBA interim and IBO interim and all that kind of stuff, and really just have a clear cut number 2, because a guy could have, like Dillian Whyte, he could have the silver belt, but Brazil still be the mandatory. I don't understand that.
Yeah, because it's just a placeholder, dog. It's just something to keep Dillian Whyte happy, and you see that didn't work. Now he's suing. Like, it's like, yeah, don't worry. Here's an interim title. Because it makes these fighters feel good. Look, you can't knock them. You get a title, you throw it over your waist. The casual boxing fan doesn't know super from emeritus to diamond to silver. They don't know. They don't fucking know. And for the networks, they don't care. The networks don't care if it's WBC, interim, diamond, emeritus, real champion. Don't care. Put a title on TV so the casuals get attracted.
So if AJ was to vacate a title, does that make him look bad?
I don't think it would.
I highly doubt he vacates, and if he vacates,
I'm just
sure, I like I said, I highly doubt he vacates. And if he vacates, I'm sure Eddie's gonna have that silver tongue, dog. Like Eddie's gonna come on, bruh. They will roll out a press conference in fucking London Square. Not that I think that there's one. I'm just saying that.
But I think if he was to vacate, I would see him starting with the IBO and the WBO. I don't think he would vacate the IBF or the WBA. I think
that goes against what Eddie Hearn would like want, though. If he vacates that WBO, then guess who's no longer his mandatory?
Usyk.
There you go. So and they're on the same.
If you don't vacate that mandatory, if you don't vacate that WBA, you're getting a lot closer to Tyson Fury as a mandatory challenger.
WBA,
which is no WBO.
What is Tyson Fury's rank in the WBO?
I think it's 4. He's 4,
but he's about to fight the number 2.
Yeah, he's number 4.
Yeah,
he's number 4.
Because of the namesake, don't put it past the sanctioning body. Because it's Tyson Fury, if they don't end up as the fight gets closer to June, say, oh, this is a title eliminator, Schwartz versus Fury for a mandatory shot.
I thought Usyk was the mandatory soon as he moves up to heavyweight.
Well, he could call for the mandatory. I don't think you got to be just because you're the champion. You got to ask for it.
Isn't that the WBA, though?
WBO.
Is Usyk for the WBO or the WBA?
WBO.
WBO.
Okay.
Because it's the only WBO does that.
Yeah. Only WBO does it.
I guess.
I bet somebody told me.
Too.
Yeah. WBC does it too. Yeah, I was gonna say that. But it's like this right here. I wouldn't want to see the Usyk fight next, but I would understand if AJ had a voluntary against. His last person he fought was a mandatory against Povetkin. So
Povetkin, yeah.
He should. How many volunteers do you get in between titles? Well, you got so many of them, so they just run like right behind.
But from that interview with IFL TV, it seemed like Eddie Hearn said they could potentially have one more voluntary after Jerome Miller. Before then, the mandatories would pile up. My question to both of you guys is: if AJ was to take on, say, Usyk next, and it wasn't Wilder, do you think he would get the same credit? In terms of, we've seen Errol Spence just beat Mikey Garcia. I know Mikey Garcia isn't necessarily as accomplished as Usyk has been at cruiserweight. However, would he get the same respect for beating Usyk?
Yeah, I would think so. I think everybody thinks Usyk is a master boxer. He is one of those guys that we look at. Not everybody, but most people look at to be on the pound for pound list, and he's moving up in weight. And to be honest with you, Usyk doesn't look very small at cruiserweight. He looks to be like one of the bigger cruiserweights. And if he fights Joshua next, then I don't think you can give Joshua any less credit than fighting any other.
Why are you lying? Why you always lying?
He lying. Fuck out of here, dog. They ain't giving him no credit. Usyk ain't no fucking Mikey Garcia. He did one division. One. What he got? Maybe a gold medal, right? So we got to give him credit for that. But like, he ain't Vasil. Vasil done did 3 divisions. Like, Usyk is good, and he gets compared to Vasil because of the father and being trained by him. But like, Usyk is not Vasil. Like, Usyk, I don't got box rec in front of me, but didn't Usyk struggle with Tinshu? Somebody
Michael Hunter. He had a little.
Not even Hunter. The other one, he beat the dude soundly, but it was like
Bradis.
Not him either. The other one, dark skinned dude, maybe Nigerian, African or something. Tobias Thinshu or some shit like that. Or I'm gonna look it up.
I know that he did have a problem with let me get the card to where.
Right, he ain't Mikey Garcia. That's all I'm saying. We can't sit here and act like, oh, will we not give? Hell yeah, I'm giving fucking Joshua shit. Like, he don't need to fight this dude. This dude got no fights in the division, and all of a sudden we supposed to like act like he deserves a shot at Joshua. And fuck them sanctioning bodies. Like, he ain't shown me nothing in the cruiserweight division to let me know he gonna beat Joshua at all. Like, at all.
People would say he beat a guy that beat David Haye.
What? You talking about Tony Bellew?
That's what people gonna say.
Bruh, Tony Bellew don't want to fight Joshua or Wilder. So, like, he's not a real heavyweight. That's all.
Usyk wants to fight those guys, though.
Okay. Yeah, but he couldn't knock out nobody. What, you think he gonna get a decision over Joshua? What the fuck? Where they going to Kazakhstan to have it?
I mean, I'm not saying that he can get a decision over Joshua, but that's going to be his method of victory.
Man,
he's not going. I don't believe he's going to go out here.
Everybody take this as hate, but let's be real. Who the fuck wants to see an ice skater in the heavyweight ring? Like, he's gonna be.
Apparently, ESPN just gave a ice skater $100 million.
Yeah, you know why? Because that $100 million is a trap. That's how you get the other 2 heavyweights in. But Usyk ain't trapping nobody. That's what I'm saying. Like, and that's the dude's name, Tobias Minshew.
Even so you don't think Usyk gonna be competitive at all at heavyweight? Maybe against not against the likes of Fury, Wilder, and AJ, but
yeah. Listen,
Dillian Whyte gonna be a tough fight for him too. But go ahead.
I think you can match make him perfectly if that's what you want to do. You know, if you want to try and match make him, keep him undefeated. Yeah, he got fights, but if we talking about going straight after Joshua, if Wilder doesn't unify, which is the article, man, hell no, this dude ain't got a fucking chance. First fight at heavyweight versus the fucking champ. You kidding me? Listen, he can't beat Fury. He's only 6'5", and he ain't got that pop. He knocking out Tony Bellew. Like, he ain't even.
What if the power was diminished because he was losing weight to make the cruiserweight? He could be stronger at heavyweight.
You're right. But if it was a split, I'd be high, man. You know, there's a lot of ifs and variables in your shit. Like,
I mean, we got to see him at heavyweight to, like, you know what I'm saying, process what kind of heavyweight he would be if he comes out and fights Povetkin or Chisora or whatever name's been.
Takam. Takam. It's not Povetkin.
If he goes out there and knocks out Takam, then I wouldn't say that he's like a rob, but he definitely made a statement in the heavyweight division.
Even if he knocks out Takam, are you now fucking claiming that, oh, Takam is a direct route to AJ?
I'm not saying that, but I am saying it makes a statement in the heavyweight division to, like, knock out Takam. I mean, he's a guy that's coming off I believe a knockout victory, and he was doing damn good against Derek Chisora until he got knocked out. So if
Derek Chisora is like a top 15, again, you
got to start somewhere, Ness.
And I hear you. You're matchmaking him safely. We're going based off the article that says if Wilder don't get the fucking unification this year, Usyk fights him. I'm just saying. Nothing on Usyk's resume tell me he's ready for Anthony Joshua this year. I could give 2 shits if he knocks out fucking Carlos Takam. That doesn't tell me he's ready.
You know how they're going to dress it up? They're going to dress it up as a undisputed champion moving up from cruiserweight. And he knocked out a guy that
AJ couldn't. I was about to say that AJ couldn't knock him out. So they'll say the way that they'll promote it is AJ couldn't get him out of there, or the stoppage was early and it wasn't necessarily a stoppage. Takam got robbed against the AJ, or that shouldn't have been stopped. and Usyk went and knocked him out. That's how they'll promote it. If he does knock out Takam, that's how they're gonna sell it.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh. Now they say, yo, Big Baby Miller Rule is a fucking heavyweight. Fighting heavyweights, fighting contenders, fighting people that been in the ring with champions.
Let me ask you this though. Let me ask you, we gotta do it, big dog. We gotta do it.
Usyk. Tell Big Baby to fight.
No, Big Baby got a title shot. He fight Usyk.
Flip that. Tell Usyk.
No, let me do something for you, big dog. Before you get out, calm down. Bogdan Dinu or attack him. A bigger springboard to fucking AJ.
Neither, nigga. Fuck me.
It ain't the answer. They got to pick one.
Nah. How the fuck is a low level fight gonna be a springboard for a fucking unification?
It worked for Big Baby, dog. That's what I'm saying. The zone is invested in this guy.
For Big Baby, that's Eddie Hearn. Okay, that's all the intangibles that
what's the common fucking factor in all these three guys? What's the common factor in all these three guys?
The common factor in AJ fighting fucking Big Baby is the boatload of cash the zone gave him because they need to make a splash in the US. Stop acting like Big Baby got a shot over Bogdan Dinu and now fucking Usyk could do it over Takam. No, that is the politics of boxing that allowed Big Baby to get his shot early. Stop.
And the same politics will allow Usyk to get a shot. Usyk is a common factor with Eddie Hearn, which Big Baby is, which AJ is. All those guys have something in common, and his name is Eddie Hearn. When you have a fucking promoter like Eddie Hearn, he can dress shit up and make motherfucking shit look good to the public. And that's exactly what he's doing with Usyk versus AJ.
And you're right. And you're right. That doesn't mean that you have to come on here and promote it as if it's right.
I'm not promoting like it's right.
It is my job to tell my audience that this is bullshit. This is a facade. This is a speed bump that will a hurdle, that will stop and slow down the fight, and they're dressing it in.
No, it won't stop and slow down the fight. The whole statement was if we cannot get the undisputed fight.
Hey, Mike, why do you act like you don't know history? Didn't this same thing happen with Povetkin? They was negotiating for September, and then it was like, oh, no, we can't give you that date, but we'll give it to Povetkin, who's our mandatory.
That's not what they're saying, though, Ness. That's not what he's saying.
He is laying down the groundwork. You just don't get it. You ain't.
No, I have to disagree with you there, Nez. He's not. I don't think he's laying down the groundwork. If we literally posted in the production chat yesterday that Wilder's saying he wants 50-50 or no fight. If he's saying that right now, and you have to think ahead, you have to. If you can't make that fight, you can't stand still and wait for Wilder. Like, you just can't stand still. I don't want to see Usyk versus AJ. I want to see AJ. I'd rather see AJ versus Fury. I'd rather even see the Dillian Whyte rematch.
I concur with all that.
What?
Over Usyk.
Yes, me too.
Yeah, me too. As long as we're on the same page, you know what I'm saying?
But we're not going to sit here and pretend like this is not going to be a legitimate, you know what I'm saying, a potential fight down the line.
Yeah, down the line is perfect.
Bro, when I say down the line, nigga, I mean fucking if the AJ Wilder fight don't happen next, then we can expect AJ Usyk.
And then we supposed to keep saying what we saying now. We supposed to have the same energy. Usyk ain't ready. This is a sham.
A lot of people thought Fury wasn't ready either, and went out there and went 12 rounds.
Brother,
Can I speak?
No, you can't speak.
Okay.
You won't keep bringing up natural heavyweights in your fucking analogy. You bringing up natural heavyweights in your analogy. That's the second heavyweight you brought up. Usyk is not a heavyweight. First you brought up Big Baby, like, oh, Big Baby got a shot off the back, bro. Yeah, he also beat up other fucking heavyweights and got that shot.
Who did Usyk beat up?
Nobody.
Nobody ever.
My man, bro.
World Boxing Series, who he beat up?
You woke up on some cash?
World Boxing Series, who he beat up, Ness?
Tell him step up the
heavyweight. Who he dropped, Ness?
Step up the heavyweight.
Who he dropped, Ness?
Step up the heavyweight.
All right, then.
All right. Tell him.
Who he dropped, though?
Tell him.
Who he dropped?
Tell him
who he beat? Soundly.
Go for the money. Tell him don't go for the money.
What's his name again?
Respect.
Oh, Joe Joyce, right?
Ask for Wilder.
Okay.
Yeah. Go for the respect. Ask for Wilder. Don't go for the check. Don't show me you bad because you want to fight Anthony. Everybody want to fight Anthony Joshua, just like everybody want to fight Jose. It's the biggest check. Don't show me you bad. Show me you tough. Fuck out of here. You ain't gassing me up.
Like I said, man, Usyk had a very successful fight against Joe Joyce, a guy who is now making some noise in the heavyweight division.
Hey, champ. Let me let you know another heavyweight that was unified and possibly undisputed at cruiserweight. David Hay. How good he did at heavyweight? How good he did at heavyweight?
Did he win a title? Did he not win a title at heavyweight? Was he not a fucking heavyweight world champion?
Yo, my man right here showing his casualness. He really gonna talk about a title versus a dude that got worse knees than me, motherfucker.
That nigga tall as hell too, boy.
Yo, my man had that Andre the Giant disease,
that nigga was big as fuck, boy.
And this dude over here is fucking talking about he won a title.
I can't get mad at the guy he fought for a title, man. I'm asking, did he win a title? You said he ain't do shit at heavyweight, but he won a title.
Yo, Roy Jones won a title, champ. This is what I'm saying.
We
are co-hosts of the world's biggest boxing podcast. We supposed to be smarter. You just throwing shit out there because it sound right. Roy won a title. That made him a heavyweight?
That made him a heavyweight champion, yes. Then he vacated.
Title. That made him a heavyweight.
That made him a heavyweight champion, yes.
Yeah, man, that shit did not make him legitimate. He fought a fucking nobody that nobody cared about.
Because his daddy cared, because his father cared about him and said, "Hey, do not get in there with fucking Mike Tyson. Do not get in there with Mike Tyson." And he listened to his father's advice.
Let me ask you both.
He got knocked out by fucking Tarver. Imagine if he would have got there with Tyson. What would happen to fucking Roy Jones?
It's the bottom line to me, man. Is this, bro? Nothing makes you tough by going after the most lucrative fight. Like, I don't see how people don't make any sense of that. It's like, oh no, Usyk is challenging.
But didn't you say yesterday that AJ was the #1 heavyweight in the division consistently amongst the public?
Absolutely. And
why would fighting AJ be a fucking a soft touch?
I didn't call it a soft touch. I said,
what'd you call it again?
I said it's a facade. We all know he ain't going to win. We all know he ain't going to win, and he doing it for money. That's why I said it don't impress me to say you want to fight AJ. Everybody wants AJ, just like everybody wants Floyd, just like everybody wants Pacquiao. All the welterweights asking for Pacquiao to pick him. All the heavyweights asking for AJ to pick him. Why? Because it's life-changing money. So it don't impress me that Usyk might get an AJ shot.
So there's no glory in fighting AJ. There's no championship belts in fighting AJ. There's only a check.
Absolutely. When you make it to there officially, like a Dillian Whyte or like a Wilder or like a fucking, I don't even want to say Pulev, not Pulev. He just
okay, but Nez, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you both, Mike. Let me ask you both a question. Would you rather see AJ versus Usyk or Wilder Brazil?
Wilder Brazil.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say, Akan. Natural heavyweight fights trump this. This dude's a little guy moving up the struggle with dudes in a lower division. So for us to act like, oh, he's fighting AJ, super fight. No, sir. No.
You can't really ask me that, Akon, because I'm biased. No, so I'm not gonna lie to you. I enjoy watching Deontay Wilder fight. You know what I'm saying? Like I believe it's one of the most exciting fighters in the boxing period, and I just feel like whenever he's in the ring, can I finish my statement for you? He cut me off. I'm trying to have a conversation with a con. We've been arguing all morning. Give me 1 second. Thank you. Damn, go by some. Go.
You made him walk away. You made Nez quit.
Do something, man. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoy seeing Wilder fight because I feel like at any given moment you're gonna get something that you might not get with any other fighter, and that's fucking fireworks at any point in the fight. Any point these guys' legs go wobbly, and he get the business done. Now with Usyk and AJ, I would rather see that than fucking Fury and Tom Schwartz. Straight up.
Yo, Usyk.
I agree. I'd rather see Usyk AJ than the next Fury fight.
Not me. I
rather see Tom Schwartz and Fury than AJ and Usyk.
I'd rather see this, Mike. I want Eddie with his little $1 billion bag, Balenciaga bag, his little Louis V bag. I want him to put his little billion in there and make the fight. Why?
Put his what in there, Nez?
His little billion.
Your man ain't worth no billion. Your man ain't worth $500 million either. So how is he gonna make the fight?
I'm not saying my man. I'm saying Usyk. Give that money to Usyk. Here's my plan, Akan. Relax. I'm trying to help Matchroom. I'm gonna help you because you're a UK guy. You protecting AJ. Here's your plan. Send Usyk in there as a sacrificial lamb. You bums claim he's so good. He's such a technical boxer. Wilder's such a bum. Send him in there. Why doesn't he activate his WBC status and go after the champ? Take that belt, make Dazn come with the money. They was willing to give Wilder 120. You don't think they'll win a purse bid with the WBC with less than that? Let's be smart. Let's be smart. If Usyk activates his mandatory status, do they really need to spend 120? They'll probably bag that purse bid with less than 10. Okay? So now you got Wilder on Dazn versus Usyk. All you got to do now is hope that this dude, who you claim is good, takes the belt. Now you got a real undisputed versus a European guy, which is bigger in the UK anyway. Y'all don't like Americans. It would be bigger and more celebrated if it was Usyk, the undisputed reigning cruiserweight who moved up and dethroned Deontay Wilder. Well, put your fucking money where your mouth is and get that other belt. Why you going after Joshua so we can say, oh, he moved up. It was too soon. It's okay. He'll come back, dust himself off and try it again. You can dust it off and try it again. Fuck out of here. Get a real challenge, man.
That suggestion isn't a bad suggestion, in my opinion. I think it's a great. I think it's a great. I think it's a great. No, I think it's a great idea. And I guarantee you, someone is going to interview Eddie Hearn and ask him that exact same thing. They will. I guarantee you, you're gonna hear it. They will.
And you know what Eddie Hearn gonna say? You know what Eddie Hearn gonna say?
Coogan, give me my credit. I know you watching.
You know what Eddie Hearn gonna say? Why in the hell would Usyk fight Wilder? It's a bigger risk. It's only one belt.
Oh my God!
Can I
say that? Now you saying Eddie's gonna say that Wilder's more risk than Joshua?
Hey, he said some.
Eddie's not gonna say that. He's not saying that.
I think it's a bigger risk towards Usyk though.
He'll never. Say that.
All right, bigger risk, less money, and less belts. What are you fighting for, Usyk? Are you fighting for glory? Or are you fighting just to be a fucking tough guy?
I want Carlton Palmer to go straight to Eddie Hearn's Twitter, Instagram. You know he's active. Get on his Facebook stories or his IG story. Tell him make the fight. Don't tell me Usyk will whoop Wilder's ass. Let's see it happen. Remember, you got to be perfect for 12 rounds, Nick. My man gonna bomb on you for 1 segundo. And little man who couldn't barely knock out Tobias Minshew, man, give me that fucking undisputed status ASAP. Free money, free money, okay? Free moolah.
Yeah, he don't want that fight.
Oh my God, look at this weird little motherfucking. This guy gotta be like from Africa or something with his name right here. Abulo. Coogan ain't got time for this nonsense channel, but yet you here on his nonsense channel. Get the
Hey, Coogan was a little bit salty at the end of that interview yesterday. What's up with this American public? Why is it gotta be American versus UK?
Oh, that's what Coogan said?
Yeah, they talk about the journalist. He's like, you guys are just way too aggressive.
Well, stay in the UK where everything's proper. You know, you got to wait in line for questions. Like motherfucking Kanye wasn't out here slamming paparazzis. These boxing dudes from the UK soft as fuck. Oh no, you asking me questions? Oh my God, he cut the line. No, you gotta wait. Man, what the fuck? Don't y'all turn on the TV? Y'all ain't looking at TMZ slamming cameras in people's face every day? Y'all thought shit was gonna change because it's AJ? Man, y'all bugging. Tell Usyk step up to the plate, activate his mandatory status, take that title from the bum. Ain't Wilder a bum? Why nobody want to fight the bum? Let's take
that same bum doesn't want to fight AJ either.
Hey, Akan, but this is the only way we get out of that situation, right? Because look, while he's a champion, he's got the ability to negotiate. As a mandatory, it's either give me a fair deal or purse bid and I get my legitimate split. This is Eddie way in. Eddie, here's your way in.
And with the Wilder thing, I mean, I don't think Usyk's gonna take that fight, bro.
I think he would. I think he would take that fight. Why would he not take that fight?
That's a dangerous fight, bro. It's
a dangerous fight. Yeah, but you have to remember that Usyk is a boxer. He'll probably look at Wilder and he'll say, well, it is a very dangerous fight. He might just be the hardest hitter in the division right now. Might just be an all-time great in terms of his punch power. However, can he outbox me? I don't think he can. You don't think he looked at the Fury fight and thought, okay, well, if Fury can survive in there, could I potentially survive in there too if I have one or two fights at heavyweight first? I don't think.
Hey yo, Usyk doesn't glide around the ring like Fury. They footwork is totally different. Not to discredit Usyk, like he is a good boxer. in his division. He's a good boxer in his division. I think he's more of a pepperer than a puncher. You know, Tony Bellew was a small guy moving up. But Usyk is not Tyson Fury with the footwork. I don't see that. Just don't.
Yeah, me either. Me either. I think Fury is just one of those guys that.
Let me get at Jack real quick, who says, where's his little tweet? How many sit-downs has that aggressive style gotten American journalists? I don't know. I got to talk to AJ, even though his bitch-ass security got mad at my questions and wet me. How many times you sat down with AJ? Oh, that's right. None. With your little soft, proper UK style. He looked at you and kept it moving. You're supposed to be his biggest fan. What happened?
I was on a conference call with AJ, so.
Oh, but you know what it is? I think with UK media, when they're in America, they're kind of like they're intimidated, but they're intimidated because you guys go after it. Like you go after it when you want something, you tend to go after it. Whereas in the UK, they have it a bit easier over here when it comes to access. They have it a bit easier. That's what it is.
Jack was in the UK with Joshua, not in the US.
I mean, Jack's just getting started. He's doing well. Jack just got an interview with Eddie Hearn, a very good interview. He's doing well.
Now listen, Jack is the truth when it comes to interviewing women. That's all. Like we know where's his strong suit. You know, I see you, Jack. I got you. I know.
Wow. Hey, big up to Jack, man. Big up to Jack. Oh yeah.
What? Tell me his interviews with women ain't the best.
If you're listening right now on YouTube, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. It helps with the visibility of the show. And if you want to check out some of those interviews from Jack, Ron, G, or Ness, or J Hardcore, go ahead and check out the channel. We got a lot of stuff cracking.
Bro, I'm starting to learn everybody's number by heart almost.
Oh yeah, and I had an interview with Brandon Adams last night, and we discussed the possibility of him taking the Triple G fight, and also him taking the Jamal Charlo fight, and what division is really best for him, 154 or 160?
I bet you it was 54, man. But I know that the opportunities are for him at 60. He's a short dude, man. Short dude. I don't know that 60. I mean, and then he's gonna fight the options. Oh my God, like Charlo or Gennady for a dude that's moved up.
Yeah, he said he's had sparring sessions with Gennady. He said the guy got power now. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? His power is real. But I'm comfortable, and I feel like that I got way better since the last time that we sparred. So,
and that could be true, but this is what people don't get, and I keep repeating this to you, man. A fight and sparring is two different things.
Yes, sir.
Headgear, no headgear, two different things. 16-ounce gloves, 8 and 10-ounce gloves, two different things. Padding, hand wrapping on fight night and practicing in the gym hand wrapping, two huge different things. You might be adding 6-7 more ounces. Maybe that's a little exaggeration, but like the padding is gonna your hand wraps, the gauze, everything, you know, your knuckle guards, that's gonna add more weight than if you are just putting on Everlast hand wraps to go hit the bag in the gym. It's just different, bro. It's different. The energy is different, but let's open up the phone lines. Let's see.
90 seconds.
Show had another statement. I forgot the fuck it was too. It was a good statement too, but yeah, let's go get into it.
If you remember,
Nez, you want to advertise looking for a female fighter again?
Yes, you're the fucking man. Akan is gonna be the best UK host yet once he gets that mic. So yes, we need 130-pound or 135-pound female to join Border Wars. We would like you to have some experience because Naja, the real chick from the UK, is looking to come make her US debut and smash an American to bits. So any 130-pound to 135-pound female, Naja, real chick from the UK, long-time listener, Patreon, ready to make her Border Wars debut in the US when AJ comes to America. She wants to be part of the entourage and be on it. So we're looking for 130 to 35-pound female with some experience. We're also looking for a 160-pound novice, never strapped up, never laced it up, just ready to try, get off that couch, lose some weight. We need 160-pound novice. Any other calls to action that we may have? What do we got? The call-in number 1425569-5241. Press
10 seconds.
One time. As you can hear, you got 10 seconds to do that. If you're on the line, you stay there. You hung up. You took yourself off. So don't fuck up. All right. We're going to go out to good morning to Rod in A7L. What up? Actually, Rod, do apologize. Got to go down the order of the way things go.
Fuck you, pay me.
That was just to be nice in a mean way.
Nigga, when my name come up, respect it.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Hey, yo, Skepta, I want to them boy. Oh, yeah, talk the boy. Go suck out your mama bumbo. I'll give your father a body wash too.
Hey, yo, guys.
Deej, what up? Good afternoon.
Yo, what up, guys? What up, guys? Yeah, congratulations, Mike, on getting your Border Wars fight. Wanted to start off with that first and foremost. Second thing is Ness. YB there, LDBC Slayer. He's talking crazy about you on YouTube.
Yeah, but he got no visa. He's got no visa.
He wants to fight. What's going on?
He's
making videos saying that you're ducking him.
Deej.
I want to know what's going on. It don't look good, you know. And I'm the first one to talk up this for you. But you know, you have to defend yourself because we want to know what's going on.
Okay,
Deej. Got no visa.
You ducking somebody in this one? What's going on?
You're a Patreon, you know, so the truth is,
of course,
the man
I'm supporting.
No, I hear you, and that's why I'm answering. So the man is first 160 pounds. I'm 253 today. So
right.
we don't have any circus fights. But secondly, he can't sign up allegedly because he says personally told me, I think in DM, that he has no visa. So, like, he's just clout chasing, like I said the first time he called in. But he's getting people to obviously follow behind him. He's probably going to get a few subs. It's cool. I don't clout chase.
All right, you don't need to, man. You're nearly 100. You know, I'm looking forward to you busting that, what's it called, that landmark as well. Left the 5-star on the iTunes. Keep doing what you do. But I don't know. I think you're going to have to fight this guy somehow. We're going to have to make it happen. Because he's talking.
You can't fight someone that's not in your weight class, bro. It doesn't make any sense.
No. What's it called? Drop of a hat. You just got to do it. Like I said, Wilder fought that troll that one time. In the day, because
so listen.
Conviction.
So let me ask you, Deej. Let me ask you. Do you want to be the UK sponsor to get Border Wars to happen in the UK? Because Border Wars.
Ness, I've already said that we need something still. When I called out Rafi, I said we need to do something over here.
Yeah.
Yes, what will it take to do a Border Wars in the UK?
It's gonna take some planning. First of all, let's say hypothetically, I'll need a guy like a Khan that can be on the ground and solidify a gym for the days. Someone that's gonna speak to the coach, let them know what's taking place. Because believe me, we've had a Border Wars in a very nice gym where we showed up with 28 people ready to get it in, camera crews, equipment, lighting, and then the gym owner was like, nah. We can't do this.
How big is the Peacock gym? I might be able to know him, make some calls for that gym.
Peacock, where's that?
Lions in the camp.
Oh, that gym looks tiny though.
Yeah, it does look tiny, doesn't it? It does look tiny.
It looks tiny. Jack would say it's the biggest gym in the world, but I think it looks like a tiny gym.
Yo, but no, that's still, listen, tiny is good. We did it once in Keith Thurman's gym with Keith Thurman and his coach present. Keith, you know, Thurman's coach was, you know, our former co-host's trainer for the fight, and Thurman was a judge, and his gym is small and intimate, and it was good. Listen, if we can get a celebrity to be part of it, the gym, the size of the gym doesn't matter that much. Con, you breathing heavily into
no thing, bro. Like, if we go to the UK, nigga, I can hit up Tunde, and it'll be.
Yeah, okay.
He'll let it, yeah, I'm saying.
That's only the gym.
Yeah. I know. It's way more. It's way more than that.
One small expense, maybe $300 to $400 to rent out a gym for the amount of hours that we needed. But then we're talking flights now for Mike.
Yeah, for everybody.
Myself from the UK, and Jose now has to fly if he wins. Who's ever the winners, like the Border Wars always has to make sense. So what happens is, as fighters sign up, as long as you got an iPhone, you're added to a Border Wars chat, and as long as you remain a Border Wars fighter, whether active or inactive, and you're still at that Border Wars level on Patreon, you stay in this chat. So a lot of the decisions get made within that community because those are the returning fighters. Those are, you know,
And Jack said there's a private gym in
in the back that he said is quite large. Nez, what you've said, it will take some planning, but I don't think it can't be done. I think it can be done. It will take some time.
I think if the champions can make it, maybe we just do it like an all UK card. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but listen, it's always around a fight. It's always around a fight, or I won't lie, or a celebrity fighter. So if, like, hypothetically Jack set it up and Tundi and Yard are going to be present and we can use their gym. Now the next step is to find out those dates and times, relay that information to all past Border Wars fighters, see who's going to make it, and see can we build the card. If we could build the card, we could go. If the interest is there, we can go.
You can always use your influence with Spencer Fearon to be like another special guest, you know what I'm saying? Celebrity guest.
Yeah. I mean, maybe, Spence wants me to handle the security guard.
Ooh.
I told him, but Spence went street on me like, man, no, don't do it in the ring, man. You need to slap him up. I'm like, damn, bro. Trying to get me shut down. Yeah. Anyway, back to the callers. We got Rod in the 870. Talk to me. Good morning.
What's going on, Rod?
What's up, bro?
What up?
Hey, Mike, I got you in the match coming up, man.
I appreciate it, homie.
I think you're gonna knock him out.
I appreciate it, big dog.
With the Usyk deal, no problem. With the Usyk deal, I think that I'm with Ness on this. I don't think AJ gets credit for that fight unless Usyk could beat at least one or two top heavyweights and beat them decisively. I don't think you give AJ credit for it. I wouldn't even give Wilder credit if he fought Usyk. I would say it was a money grab for Wilder because Usyk does have a following outside of the United States, and Wilder could probably pick up a $20 million payday with him. But yeah, I think if AJ fight him next, I wouldn't be happy about it. Hopefully he'll fight Wilder since his promoter said that he can fight on any network. So it shouldn't be a problem with him and Wilder getting together after in August and setting a fight for November, December, because AJ is a partner, but he's not tied to the contract with Dazn where he can't fight on any other network. Go get
totally agree.
And go get the fight happen.
FYI,
that's my call, man.
FYI, Carlos Takam is number 30.
He's number 30 now?
On BoxRec.
On BoxRec. Okay, BoxRec.
Yeah. Get your weight up, not your hate up. Rock, talk to me. Rock, Rock from Michigan?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Where's 918?
Nah. I live in Oklahoma. I'm originally from New Orleans, though.
What part of Oklahoma you stay in? Because I stayed in Warner for a while. I played at Connor State.
Oh, word. I live in Tulsa, so not too far.
Gotcha. Yeah, man. Love Tulsa, bro. Hate y'all toes, though.
Yeah, Tulsa. Bro, you hate our toes, nigga. I hate our toes. Straight like that. But check it out. As far as the AJ Usyk, I'm with Ness. I'm starting to see the scheme over and over from Eddie Hearn as far as like just having – he's pretty much hedging his bet in the fact that even if Wilder beats Brazil, I still don't think they give him a 50-50 fight. So in the case that it's like, Wilder's being too difficult to make a fight, they already have a fight in place, just like they did with Povetkin last year. So I'm just starting to see the grand scheme of like what Eddie Hearn is doing, even if people don't want to see the fight, it's an ego trip to get Anthony Joshua, just fights after fights after fight, instead of getting them the fight that actually matters. Because I'm with Ness on actually introducing the WBC idea as well, which is what I thought they were going to do when he initially said he was moving up to heavyweight. So even the fact that Usyk and Klitschko are sparring together, like, you just start to see these things playing against each other, and it's just a grand scheme to track the Wilder fight until he actually takes the 60-40 deal, whatever deal they try to throw at him. So I'm not with it. I know I was with Klitschko and Wilder yesterday, but that's more of a competitive fight, in my opinion, than seeing AJ and beat up on a smaller Usyk. I think Usyk needs a couple of introductory fights before he actually takes on, somebody like Somebody like AJ.
Cut it. Hey, Usyk is 6'5", y'all. Y'all keep acting like he that small. He
and is AJ? I mean, AJ Usyk more competitive than Vladimir Wilder?
That's what he said. He said Vladimir Wilder.
I'm asking you, big dog.
Man, you know, I gotta be fair. I think Usyk would be more competitive because he's at least active. I mean, Vlad being out for 2 years and then a fucking double loss. I don't know, man. I mean, my logical brain tells me Usyk has to be more competitive because of the activity. But maybe there'll be some that'll argue that the Hall of Famer still has those skills, especially
my logical brain tells me that based on the power aspect, I think Klitschko may be a little bit more competitive, even though he's been out for 2 years. I think he can possibly have the power to make Wilder actually think in the ring. With Usyk, I don't know if Usyk has the power to actually keep AJ off of him and actually make him think before he consider what he throws before throwing it, because he knows what's coming back.
All right.
Oh, hold on. Let me get to a super chat, man. We got one from I believe it's Castle Hill Gil. Just Gil. Thanks for all the hard work, family. Hopefully everyone is having a good day. Positive vibes from the Bronx. I'm looking forward to seeing everyone in May. Mike, good luck in training camp. I appreciate it, homie. Then we got another one from T Plums. I heard Porter beat Usyk in the Amis. You heard right. We actually had Kenny Porter on our live show when we was in Las Vegas last year. And Kenny Porter, yes, he said John Porter did fight Usyk, I believe, at 160 or 170, somewhere around there. And Sean Porter was victorious, but that's when they were younger. So, and we got one from JD. AJ said on the Breakfast Club that Ortiz was on deck. Yes, and I do believe that Eddie Hearn said Ortiz was going to be an option for the Dillian Whyte.
Option to boost profiles in the media. Never really.
Okay, that's okay. We all say that shit, and then
they always saying Ortiz's name, but don't give him a fight. And when they offer him an offer, that shit is $225,000.
But you got to look at it. The only other name that he probably could fight is Povetkin, and I don't want to see Povetkin coming off a knockout loss. So I believe if Eddie is gonna try to make that a pay-per-view, it has to be somebody like Ortiz. I mean, look at everybody else is busy, so Ortiz is going to have to be the guy.
Let me get to some boomerangers real quick. We going to Milwaukee. Sal, talk to me.
What's going on, Sal, from Milwaukee?
What's good, blood? What's good? Hey, I really don't give a fuck about what AJ doing if he ain't fought Wilder. It don't even matter. He can fight you, Mike. I don't give a fuck. That shit don't mean nothing. But listen,
nigga, you about that shit? Quit lying. You about that shit, nigga? I run AJ toes over, nigga. Get me fucked up.
Hey, I hope you do. Fuck that nigga, you pussy. But listen, about the Usyk AJ shit. Why the fuck? Like, is it a problem if y'all ain't have a problem with fucking what's the nigga name from Dallas? Errol Spence fighting Canelo or trying to fight Canelo. What's the problem with trying to fight AJ?
There you go, Nest.
Does nobody have a problem with Earl Spence fight Canelo?
Because again, Errol Spence is a puncher, perceived to be a weight bully. He's always been mentioned as a big kid. When we talked about this fight, we said that he starts camp at 177.
Nigga. Usyk steps in the ring weighing more than Deontay Wilder.
He fight at 147.
Okay, and what the fuck and where the fuck Canelo fight at? What way he walk around at?
Yo, hold on. This is another reason why AJ shouldn't fight Usyk.
No one knows him. Speaks no English.
That don't mean shit.
That's why the Earl Canelo fight bigger. That's why the Earl Canelo fight bigger. Okay. But you got to use that.
Wait, hold on, nah, nigga. I got you still. I got you. Yeah. Why is it okay for Earl Spence to move up, a guy who's less accomplished in the sport of boxing than Usyk? Usyk been undisputed. No, but it makes no sense though.
You don't like my reason though, Mike.
No, I don't.
But when a dude is perceived to be a bully, That's why people wanted Gennady Golovkin at 160 to fight Floyd, and that's why they wanted Gennady Golovkin at 160 to move up and fight Ward. Because when you perceive to be a puncher, a bully, we want to see you challenge yourself.
Who's saying Usyk is not a weight bully? He probably gonna get in the ring at a heavyweight, weighing more than Deontay Wilder.
Champ. I'm saying Usyk ain't no weight bully because he wasn't a bully in his division. That's my perception of Usyk. He's a boxer. So now you're gonna move up to a heavyweight and be a boxer?
I mean, he could be stronger at heavyweight.
Good luck.
You never know.
That, you're gonna
be a bigger puncher at heavyweight.
More weight, so he gonna slow down. His whole thing is speed and punching. Like, come on, man. Let's see.
Even if he slows down a half a step, he still might be one of the fastest at heavyweight.
Get on his IG. Tell him go activate his WBC status.
You don't want that work, bro. Come on, man.
That's the thing.
Trying to kill that man.
The best thing, they could bring that belt back home to the zone, and now the zone will have the whole 160 on lock and the heavyweight on lock.
You know how motherfucking like you play a game, you gotta.
I can't wait to talk to Eddie. I know I'm giving y'all gold, man. All you little YouTubers still in my questions and shit.
They listening.
Listen,
bro, no lie, no.
I'm talking, when you sit down with Eddie and you tell him that, he's like, damn, you know what? Let me talk to Usyk. But you see, deep down inside, it's like Wilder says, they afraid, they fear him. So Usyk gonna be like, wait, man, you tell me turn down an AJ check to possibly get killed in the ring by that dude?
That's my logic. That's my logic.
That's one way. That is definitely one way to look at it, Nez, but you also have to look at it from this way, and this is why I think Dillian Whyte turned down the AJ offer also, because Dillian Whyte in his heart genuinely believes he beats Wilder. He wants to go and take that belt off Wilder.
Bro, don't do that. Don't do that.
Wait, Mike.
Dillian Whyte has been out in the public. No, I'm not going to let you do it. He's been out in the public saying the reason why he didn't take the AJ fight because of the rematch clause, big dog.
Hold on, Mike. Did Dillian Whyte not just post 2 days ago that he's going to knock out Wilder on God? Did he not say that on his Instagram? He posted that, right? Dillian Whyte has constantly said he will knock out Wilder, and I believe
if you're part of Dillian Whyte was on, got close to him.
But hold on, Mike. I believe if you're on Dillian Whyte's team and your team White, his team have literally said to him, if you believe you can go beat Wilder, what's bigger, taking the 6.5 million or the 5 million from AJ now, or going to beat Wilder and taking that belt and then doing a unification in the UK? What's bigger?
I agree.
What does the payday? What payday is that in the UK for Dillian Whyte? Double, triple what AJ was offering him? It's huge.
Humongous.
But why doesn't he do it, Khan? Why is these guys not fighting Wilder then?
Well,
I think Dillian Whyte wants to.
Dillian Whyte is trying to.
Yeah,
I have to give him the credit.
Oh, really?
He wants to.
Okay,
Here we go. Ortiz.
Let me remind you guys something that he was offered a final eliminator with Ortiz, didn't take it. But then before you rebut, he was also at Showtime. He said he's seen the 50 million. You know, he said the money is real. So what's he still doing talking to ESPN if he is so sure he could beat Wilder? Why not go ahead and beat Wilder, then revisit ESPN? Or like you said, revisit Anthony Joshua. Everybody talks this Wilder easy shit, but don't fight him. That's so hilarious. Listen, in the past, it was said from the UK fans, Wilder is ducking Dillian Whyte. Wilder was offered 5 million, 3 million, 4 million, 8 million to fight Dillian Whyte. He ducked him. Now, we all know Wilder aligned himself with Showtime. We all know Showtime's offered Dillian Whyte something. What's taking him so long to sign? You telling me with the way that the negotiations have been going with Wilder and Joshua, that if Dillian Whyte signed to Showtime or just a 1-fight, 2-fight deal, whatever it needs to be to get that fight done, you telling me that after Dominic Brazil, they won't promote Dillian Whyte versus Deontay Wilder? Yes, they would.
Maybe he's doing the same thing Danny Jacobs doing.
And I don't believe that they offered him a big bag. I don't believe that Showtime offered Dillian Whyte a huge bag. I don't believe they offered him what ESPN were most likely offering him.
Me either.
I don't think so. I don't believe that they did.
That's true. He would have jumped on the ESPN deal, yet he's still sitting on that deal.
Yeah, but he doesn't. But you have to remember this as well. What's the incentive for him to jump on ESPN right now?
Eddie Hearn came out. Eddie Hearn came out in interviews and said that his next fight will likely be on ESPN. So I mean, I think it's just like it's
I heard Eddie Hearn say that
It was. I sent you the link. I sent you the link.
Hey, yo, Eddie Hearn told me he's still not 100% sure whether or not he got the UK rights. Because if Dillian take the deal with ESPN, how the fuck don't he got the UK?
You said June 13th in the Cooking interview, or July 13th.
Bruh, in all interviews, he says the last thing I spoke with Dillian Whyte is July 13th, all systems go.
Yes.
That's the same thing he keeps telling everyone. When's the next conversation? Who's the opponent?
The rumors are it's going to be Povetkin. Those are the strongest. I don't think it's Ortiz.
I'm just saying what he said.
Yeah, I agree. I know.
And I'm telling y'all, that was the same rumor when I interviewed him fight week for fucking Tevin Farmer. Ain't that a long time ago?
About 2 or 3 weeks ago. It was the same week we left for Dallas about 2 weeks ago.
And if you notice as well, guys, Dillian Whyte's fight date has actually moved like twice or 3 times already.
April 20th to like May, then July.
It's moved. Yeah, it's moved. Like how Dillian Whyte was supposed to be out in a couple of weeks' time. Now he's going to be out after the AJ fight, most likely after the Fury fight, after the Wilder fight as well.
Dillian Whyte's getting to that point where he's like Ortiz. You know what I'm saying? He just keep having these good performances where the fight is not really worth the risk is not really worth the reward. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like a lot of the content. The only person that's out here actively just calling Dillian Whyte's name is Joseph Parker and Dave Higgins. But anybody else is like Ortiz is too. I'm not gonna lie.
I got a couple of favorites I've noticed. It's Crawford, Wilder, Joseph Parker.
Joseph Parker's not one of my favorites, bro.
Yeah, all right, man.
I'm just not gonna let you guys throw him away because he lost twice. No, we're not gonna do that.
We ain't throwing him away. We just
bro, you always disrespect Joseph Parker. You be like, oh, he's not even top 10.
We just didn't put him as high. We didn't rank him as high as you did, Mike.
He's not top 10.
Like, I don't
think he's top 10.
All we're not doing is allowing him. Listen, we're not allowing him to fight the 1, 2, and 3 consecutively after consecutive losses. We want him to get back ranked the way Dillian Whyte had to get back ranked. Let's get to a couple of callers. We've talked a lot. We got to get to a boomeranger out in the UK.
To this day. To this day. To this day. Take him off if you know the words. Come on.
What's going on, man? We got here shoving shit.
What's going on, peoples?
Hey, yo, KO, what up?
Yeah. Listen, just give me my full boomerang right now. Because I'm be able to call back. But yeah, quick one. I think Dillian Whyte right now is just playing the waiting game. He's going to see what's going on with Wilder, what happens after May. I think it will be stupid for him to sign to ESPN because ESPN is basically going to lock him down. I think AJ and Usyk is definitely a good fight. I think that's kind of like a legacy fight. I don't know why you guys are shitting on that fight.
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far, big dog.
Listen,
legacy.
Yeah.
I mean, yo, you can't say anything to give AJ a new accolade.
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far. Legacy is tough.
He is a legacy fight. Think about it. He is a legacy fight. The undisputed champion.
Hey, yo, wake me up when Usyk makes as much noise as Evander Holyfield did at Cruiserweight. Nah, that's unfair, right? That's unfair of me to match him against a legend since you're calling it legacy. How about wake me up when he makes as much noise as fucking David Haye in the Cruiserweight division?
Listen. Let's see how he does against Takam, and then we can judge him. Yeah, the biggest dog of them all is Wilder, and I know you guys are Wilder fans, and you're probably not going to agree, but I don't really care. The guy is a dog. You can't pay him 10 million. You can't pay him 8 million. You can't pay him 15 million. You can't pay him 100 million to fight. He is the biggest.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Listen, your guy is ashamed of boxing. He is ashamed to American heavyweights, and I can't wait to
shut that soft ass shit up, man.
Yo, that's Mike. You know that's Mike. I don't got Brona sound bites.
Wilder is a disgrace to boxing, man.
Oh my God!
Why the fuck you lying?
Listen, he ain't a lie. He's a dog, and you guys know it.
How dare you? How dare you say such a thing?
You're not really boxing fans. You're just Wilder fans. No, actually, no. Ness is a boxing fan, so I'll give you that. But you're still a Wilder fan, though, and it's not looking great for him.
All right, brother. Well, thank you for calling in, KO.
Okay, I'll give 50 million up front. if that's the case, Wilder's team, bring me 50 million up front and we'll take the fight.
I'll see you soon then.
We going out to Jay.
Money team.
We going out to Jay, the truck driver. Oh shit! He done let.
I ain't mad at you. Got nothing but love for you.
Yo, he done. He done let.
And we got a super chat from my guy. I love Muff Die. What's going on, big dog? I know some hate. How is it right that Wilder?
I can't believe you paid to say this shit.
I know, but we got to say it. How is it right that Wilder's team won't sign a contract until they know what AJ is getting? But people can't know what Wilder got for Fury or Brazil? Let's see his worth in the fight. Don't overpay this bum.
Totally different. People means us. Wilder and Fury know what they respectively got. So you paying to say dumb shit. I love.
It's a quote from Steven Espinoza saying, "If y'all really knew what Wilder was getting, boy, y'all get that man a lot more respect, man."
I mean, Steven Espinoza isn't as credit. Let's remember what his role is. Like we use Steven Espinoza as if he sits
vice president of sports at Showtime, so he don't know how much Wilder gets.
No, but this is the same Steven Espinoza. Hold on, Nez. I know you're about to go off, but listen, this is the same Steven Espinoza that said we don't know what Wilder was offered exactly by Dazn, but we believe that he gave us a figure and it was in the ballpark or roughly in the ballpark. So he didn't know the full details of what Wilder was offered by Dazn.
My nigga,
did he say that or not?
Hold on.
Talk some, oh, y'all kidding me.
Akon, if I offer you $5 and you work for Ness, would you go back to Ness like, hey, bro, $450, man, and I'm good? Or are you gonna say, you know what, I'm gonna need like $525 because Mike offered me about $550?
You're right, Mike. So why didn't he say we matched it?
Who says his name and matched it?
The article?
Oh my God.
I read the article, but why didn't he say we matched? He didn't say he matched it.
Listen, he's only allowed to tell you so much. If the fighter, who is the entity, is telling you, don't release my purse, you can't release his purse. But the Showtime executive, which I've never heard you come on this show, so we're gonna ask you to, and the fans, hold the con accountable. We need to see him call or insinuate, because he didn't come out and bluntly say Espinoza's a liar, but he's insinuating that he's a liar when he's an executive of a network that puts on fights. His job is to buy fights. So now he's gonna lie that he's overpaying for the fight to help a fighter's conscience or ego when we've never seen Adam Smith do that. Are we gonna say that Adam Smith's a liar? Is he a liar? I don't follow you.
Bear in mind, Nez, I didn't call him a liar. I just said you can't use.
You're insinuating that
he was lying.
No,
he's not the most trustworthy.
He's not the most trustworthy.
That means
okay.
That he
hold on. Do we have evidence to back? Hold on. Do we have? Hold on, Nez. Do we have evidence to back up the fact that he might not be the most trustworthy? Did he, go back and forth with Eddie Hearn on Twitter, and he said, I saw the contract that was sent to you, and everyone in Eddie Hearn said, okay, post the contract, and he said, okay, I didn't send the contract myself. Did he or did he not give us any form of inclination that his word might not be as trustworthy as you are claiming it is? Did he not?
No, because you know that on Brazil Deontay Wilder press conference, I came back, interviewed Espinoza, and we spoke about all that. And he gave his reasons on video why it was Wilder that sent the contract, But that's besides the point. All I'm saying is that we don't question. I don't even know. This is what I'm saying. This is how much we don't question any other executive. I don't know the name or the face of BT's executive. Okay? I just found out that John Skipper looks like the way he looks. I know who Joe McCroskey is for DAZN because I go to all their shows. But we don't question Joe McCroskey. We don't question Adam Smith. We don't question whoever BT's executive is, but you want to question Espinoza. The hate that you guys have for Wilder is taking you that far.
It's not hate.
Let me finish. Let me finish. We've never questioned Peter Nelson. Never.
I won't say never.
Do we question Eddie Hearn? Do we? On this show?
No, but look, I'm glad you brought Eddie.
Why do we? No, Mike, hold on. Let me land. When I land,
I'm glad you brought up Eddie Hearn's name, because yesterday when I was defending Eddie Hearn, everybody in the chat was like, yeah, Mike, tell him. But today when I'm defending Espinoza, Mike, you don't know shit. Are you biased? Are you listen the exact same people? That shows how much hate they actually have for Wilder, bro. You can't be unbiased, but you gotta let your fucking mind think and
but
be
do you know what the
free.
difference is, though, Mike and Ned? What you're not understanding is the reason why people come out and say things like, in the chat, everyone is saying, Espinoza is a liar, he's a weasel, he's this. The reason why they do it, Nez, is because when you speak to the public as much as you do, your quotes and what you say to the public is open for us to dissect. We do it on this show regularly. We do it on this show daily. These other executives we're not saying that they're not trustworthy people or that they are trustworthy people. The difference is they don't come out to the media and contradict themselves left, right, and center.
The only reason
Espinoza has
people don't
done
fuck
that.
with Espinoza is because of McGregor called him a fucking weasel. Let's be real.
No, that's not the only reason.
Let's be real.
Really?
Listen, he's the most popular executive in the world for sports.
Has he never made contradicting statements? Am I like losing? Has he never come out and said contradicting things?
Yo, exactly. And I questioned Peter Nelson on a bicycle. Like, I go at executive. I question Adam Smith. Like, you guys, you're just biased, man. And it's okay. It's okay. They call me biased every day.
How is it biased? How is it biased when we say that people come out? Nez, if you say Nez,
Espinoza in a promoter's bracket, bro. He's
okay, but Nez, but he talks as if he is a promoter. He doesn't just talk like he's an executive.
Let me ask you a logical question. Let me ask you one logical question.
Go ahead.
Your job is the executive of Showtime Boxing, right? Let's make it small. Whatever his real title, let's just for the argument's sake, you are Espinoza and you're in charge of boxing, okay? Khan is, right? Is it in your best interest, right? Think about this because you're given a job. Your boss is Les Moonves. You don't cater to Deontay Wilder. Again, put yourself in this man's shoes. You're an executive. You have a boss. You work for Showtime, okay? All right. So now, is it in your best interest? Would your boss not publicly, but would he call you to his office and say, why are you out there insinuating that we paid this fighter $20 million? Aren't you raising the market value now? Aren't you making our job more difficult? I gave you $60 million for this year, and you're out there insinuating that you paid this man $20 million. How are we going to do business? Come on, Khan. Think like an employee that works for a company. Espinoza doesn't have that leeway to fucking lie to help Wilder. He has a job. He has a budget. There's people superseeing him. You guys act like Espinoza is the Wild Wild West. He gets to just go out and have drinks with Wilder and fucking say, yeah, you know what? I'm going to help your profile. It's in my best interest to now make Dillian Whyte think that he's worth 10, 15, maybe 20 million for one fight. Because what's Dillian Whyte going to say, Khan, when he hears this show and reads the quotes that Espinoza's insinuating that Brazil, the guy he's taking WBC to court for is making it got Deontay 20 million. What would his percentage be if he was the mandatory of that split? Huh? What would his percentage be? If Deontay's getting 20 million, remember that Dillian Whyte or whoever's the mandatory has to get a certain percentage. Go back to Eddie Hearn's interview for reference. Don't take my word for it. So let's stop. Espinoza has no reason to lie unless he wants to get fired.
We got a super chat from I Love Muff Dive, and we got one from my guy Rodman Big R. He ain't say nothing, he just showing some love. But I Love Muff Dive says, Tickle said we ain't sending a contract until you verbally agree to the offer of $50 million. Thus, no contract was sent. Ness, you're a Wilder penis vacuum. I don't want to say what he really said, but yeah.
So the thing is this. AJ already confirmed that he received and corresponded with Wilder. Espinoza already confirmed that he didn't send a contract, that it was Wilder. So, again, my man just pays because he loves us. Like, you pay to talk because you love us. And I thank you because I love you. I'm going to go out to our pound-for-pound supporter in the Nolia, RMV. Good morning.
Gotta get your intro, big dog.
RMV, buenos dias.
Hey, like I said, I don't get no sleep. My bad. I was sitting there talking to my goddamn self. But you saw me last night. I don't get no sleep, man. That's why I ain't figured it out yet. But look, Akan, I really would like to know your response to what he just said, because I hate when Ness put together such a good, how you would say, a good analogy, and y'all just sit there and be quiet, because UK people love doing that shit. So please, I need you to respond. Does
My response to what Nez said. Nez said he's an exec.
Put it on record, please, because I get tired of this shit. But I boomerang myself, but I still got something I want to add to it. But speak, please.
Okay. So Nez said that he's an executive. He has no reason to lie. That was essentially what the basis of his analogy was, right? Correct?
You heard what he said? Yeah.
Okay, hold on. However, okay, so let's take Espinoza at his word. Espinoza also said he sent the contract, and he implied that he sent the contract for AJ to fight Wilder, and that he saw it and he sent it. Did he or did he not say that?
No, he didn't say that.
Did he not say that? Mike, check his tweets.
No,
he said I never said that.
What did he say?
I never said that.
Hold on. No, Mike. Before that, before Eddie Hearn asked him
don't
to
waste
send
his
the
man
contract
time.
to show
Man.
him.
Don't waste my man time.
And so he just shot it to him. That's why he sent the fucking contract. AJ the one hit him up on their texting their own self, like we do in a production chat. So he's like, "Hey, my man, send me information about this. Cool, I sent it to you." That's why that shit happened. You know.
Okay, but hold on, RMV. He said a contract was sent. RMV.
He got something. No. RMV got something else to add. If you got plenty of time to come back at him.
Go ahead.
But no, my main thing with Usyk, man, Mike, do not let them do this shit. Because what they fucking these UK clowns like to do, and I noticed over the weekend with this retarded belt that the UK allowed to happen, this rainbow shit, please, that's the worst shit I ever seen in my goddamn life. They're going to use this Usyk thing as another feather in the goddamn cap. Oh, he beat the cruiserweight undisputed boxing champion. They're going to use that crap. I know it, man. They already going to be calling, I can hear him calling him, yeah, man, he outboxed Usyk in the 9th round and he knocked him out. Oh, my gosh. It's like him coming back from I don't want to hear none of that shit. Don't let that Usyk shit happen. And if it happens, we're going to tell AJ, just like Povetkin, ain't nobody going to watch. There's going to be 35,000 people. Now, you can respond to the Espinoza shit that you still haven't responded to, because clearly...
Okay. The problem is you don't actually know how to have a conversation, RMV.
No.
And my issue with it is... My issue
you're not responding. What you're doing is...
If you ask me a question, surely it means that give me the space to respond to it.
Yeah,
so
but
I'm going to let you continue talking.
You're not answering the question. You're presenting an argument. You're trying to discredit Espinoza. That's what you choose.
I'm not My whole point is, Nez, and you haven't actually disagreed or actually gone against what I've said. My whole point is this. Espinoza implied that he saw the contract that was sent to AJ. Yes or no? There's tweets. So don't say, answer the question straight. Did he or did he not imply that a contract was sent for AJ to fight Wilder?
Akan, I can't confirm.
I'm just asking. It's a yes or no question.
That's what I'm telling you. I don't remember that far back. If you show me the tweets, we can.
I'm going to show you the tweets. After the show, I'm going to pull up the tweets. I'm going to pull up the tweets.
The question that is discrediting him. That you're trying to show the audience that
I'm trying to show the audience. No, Nez. I'm trying to show the audience. My whole point is that I'm trying to show the audience that there is cause that Espinoza might not be as trustworthiness as you claim he is.
But you already said that, though. The only thing you're doing is saying what you said so you can kill his time.
Mike, wait. How is what you just said, Akan? How is your last 5-6 words any different from what I said? You're trying to prove to the audience that Espinoza is a liar. You're not answering the question. All you're doing is talking about a contract so you can say, see, he said the word contract, so he's a liar. No, answer the question.
You said to me he has no reason to lie. Was that not the question? Did you not just ask me? Did you not just say to me?
Stay within context, Akan. He has no reason to lie about $20 million because he is now increasing the market for other fighters. He is now going to war with his executive. Stay within context. You're talking about something else.
Nez, forget the contract. Espinoza, even in that article, never said that Wilder was getting paid $20 million for Brazil. Did he or did he? He didn't say that.
He did not.
He did not say that. Okay. He implied, just as he implied in previous interviews when the Wilder press conference happened, that it was within the ballpark. right? You're saying it makes no reason for him to lie and imply that Wilder will get 20 million because his bosses might pull him up and say, hold on, we've given you 60 million for the year. How are you saying that Wilder is earning 20 million? What does that do to our business? That's correct, right?
Yes.
My whole point, my comment to that to Yunez was when you asked him what was Wilder getting paid and what was Wilder, are they matching it? He then said, Wilder gave us a figure. We provided Wilder with that figure. The whole conclusion was, okay, well, Wilder's not going to go in there and say, well, give me less. Give me 10 million, give me 5 million less than what Dazn are offering, because surely if you've got a figure from one person, you're going to go and get even more or the exact same figure from who you're trying to stay with, right?
Correct.
I didn't disagree with that. My whole point of lack of trust in Espinoza was that, in my opinion, he's come out and he said certain things that, in my opinion, make him look untrustworthy. I didn't say he's a liar. I just said he makes himself look untrustworthy.
Okay, but you still didn't answer the question. Do you think, as an exec, because I told you put yourself in his shoes, as an executive for Showtime, would you be within your right? Would your boss get upset if you are insinuating? And let me bring up the quote because I got it, because it's a lot, more direct than the way Khan wants to put it. So he goes, and I quote, "We are not going to publicize all the financial agreements like others have seen fit to do," Espinoza said. Now, if we did, I think he'd probably receive less criticism. But his financial agreements are his business and his business alone. But to be absolutely clear, in general terms, we never saw this as be loyal and take less money. Let's just stop there because you're an intelligent man. Can we assume, you and I, not the public, you and I, can we assume when he says we never saw it to be for you to be loyal and take less money, meaning we are not paying you less than the 20 million for Brazil?
Partially, Nez. That doesn't guarantee.
So
Partially.
Elaborate. It's not enough for me.
Partially.
Elaborate as to why that doesn't say he says be loyal and take a lot less money. No, he's not saying that.
Not a lot. He's not saying a lot.
He's saying absolutely clear in general terms. We never saw this as be loyal and take a lot less money. He has established himself at a certain level, comma. So again, what are you interpreting there, brother?
In my opinion, what I'm interpreting is that they didn't pay him 20 million for that Brazil fight, in my opinion. The reason why, to back that up, the reason why is because originally, when the rumors came out that this fight was going to be on pay-per-view, it seemed like Wilder was going to get 12 to 15 million for this Brazil fight when it was going to be on pay-per-view. Wilder then came out and said he doesn't want this fight to be on pay-per-view. This isn't a pay-per-view fight. They made a big deal about it in the press conference. In my opinion, that then means if this fight's not going to be on pay-per-view, it's not going to be at 20. It's not 20 million. They didn't match it. In my opinion, they didn't match that. They didn't match it. If it's not, I don't think they matched it. Now, you can believe they matched it, but I don't believe that they matched it.
Is it my turn to rebut?
Yeah, of course.
Mike, you want to add anything? You want to join in?
No, man, I'm just listening, bro. Y'all go ahead.
So now we got a $20 million offer from Brazil to fight on Dazn. There's 20 million on the table to fight Brazil, to fight your same opponent on Dazn. You're saying they didn't match it because when this fight was initially spoken about, it was said to be on pay-per-view. I just want to make sure I'm digesting everything correctly, right? We clear so far? Okay. So Eddie Hearn's mission statement for Dazn is, we pay the pay-per-view so you don't have to. Hence why they're giving him 20 million, right? You say, when this fight was initially talked about, when I say this fight to the slower listeners, and I don't mean that, in a disrespectful way, just catching up, tuning in, that Wilder was supposed to receive 12 to 15 million for Brazil on pay-per-view, right?
All right.
When he says 12 to 15 million, Mike, are you digesting that as the possible guarantee, right?
Yes.
Okay. Which means since that was initially discussed on pay-per-view with a 12 to 15 million guarantee on pay-per-view, there's an upside where it's quite easy to assume that Wilder can make 5 to 7 million to bring him to the 20 million that DAZN has calculated the pay-per-view would be worth, the way that they calculated the Errol Spence Mikey Garcia pay-per-view will be worth. When Eddie spoke to me, he was so spot on. He said that they will do 400,000 and I will pay them 8 million each, which drove Mikey's purse to a rumored 10 million because Eddie was out trying to get Mikey. Okay, so now Akan wants us to believe that Showtime, who for the press conference, their mission was Wilder doesn't feel this fight is worth pay-per-view. So he's not doing it on pay-per-view. Don't forget that in the back of Showtime's mind, their competitor is offering what the pay-per-view would do equivalent money. Now we have the quote where he's telling him, I'm not telling you to be loyal and take less money. He's established himself at a certain level. What level was that? 20 million, because DAZN set the market. DAZN set the market on the fight by saying 20. And now I'll continue with the rest of the quote because Akan is getting slaughtered. And he's due compensation at that level. So again, he's letting you know the fight would have done upside on pay-per-view. But because Wilder knows this fight isn't pay-per-view worthy, he's not going to torture the fans. But we still got to pay if we want to keep our heavyweight. I don't see how you're not interpreting that. But just to finish up his quote, he says, and he's getting that. Okay, so I'll rewind. But to be absolutely clear, in general terms, we never saw this as be loyal and take a lot less money. He's established himself at a certain level. And he's due compensation on that level. And he's getting that. He just decided to stay with his current partner in order to continue getting that. Meaning he was getting what he's offered from DAZN. Nothing's changed except he's deciding to stay with Showtime. I don't see how Akan can interpret that any other way.
Amazing. Nez.
Hold on. Let me finish my closing argument. I won't waste the audience with any more back and forth. I will allow Akan to, do his closing argument, and we'll get to the callers.
Okay, so Nez, that was an amazing narrative. You've done a great job at defending Espinoza, and essentially, the way I'm going to conclude this is by saying this: we've been informed of how much Fury and Wilder made each when they fought, right? Wilder Brazil was going to be 20 million.
What was that? Just help
around 11 to 15 million each. 11 to 15 million each. That's including Wilder Fury. How much did they make each? Purses.
I'm not gonna dispute your number. I just want to know.
I want to say that when
11 to 15, it's all theoretical.
11 to 15. Okay, it's all theoretical. We don't know the exact fact.
Yeah.
You guys want to essentially, Nez, the narrative that you're spinning to the listeners today is that Wilder is in for a career high payday against Brazil that's not on pay-per-view. I completely disagree with that. I believe that the reason why Wilder's team hasn't come out, the reason why Shelly Finkel hasn't come out, the reason why Wilder hasn't come out and said, well, I'm in it for a career high payday anyway. We could have been making up the numbers. Wilder didn't have to mention I'm getting 20 million. Steven Espinoza didn't have to mention, he's getting the exact same, or we've matched it. Didn't have to mention it. All Wilder has to say is, I'm getting a career high payday, because you know what we would do? We would say, he made 10 million against Fury, so he's in for a career high payday anyway. But he's not in for a career high payday against Brazil. And deep down, you also know that if Wilder is truly getting paid 20 million, that would be a career high payday, and that's what you'd be saying.
Akan, this completely contradicts your argument.
It doesn't.
Listen. You said that when this fight was initially talked about, it was rumored to be 12 or 15 million guarantee. So even if we believe you that, listen, even if we believe you that Espinoza didn't match the offer, okay? So now the offer was 20 million, right? Akan, you're saying that his career high was 10 to 15, right? Or 9 to 15. What did you say? What number? Tell the audience again.
between 11 to 15, 10 to 15 for Fury, was it not?
Okay, no, that's great.
I'm just asking, what was it? What was it?
Hey, again, the theoretical. So it's.
But what was theoretically? Theoretically, what was his career high? What would you believe?
I believe that there is an article out there that says Fury made like 8 and he donated it, and another one that says that Wilder made 14. I believe that. So your numbers are good, but all I'm saying is if that's his career high, and you're saying that the Brazil fight initially was talked with a guarantee of 12 to 15.
Pause, Nez. Pause. You and Mike said it was a guarantee. I never said it was a guarantee. You and Mike said it was. No. Listen back. Listen back. No, hold on, Nez. No, hold on.
I understand.
You and Mike said it was a guarantee. I never said it was a guarantee. I said it needed to be on pay-per-view in order to pay Wilder. And when we did the original show, when the news first came out that this might be a pay-per-view, we said the reason why it's on pay-per-view. Go ahead, Nez.
You're just wasting time because what I understand now, you don't get it. So for other callers who can back me up, the pay-per-view model is a guarantee with upside. You don't get that? Like it's not like you need to tell me the 12 or 15 was guaranteed. That's how pay-per-view works. Like that's why you're on pay-per-view. You're getting a guaranteed. You don't get that? Like remember Mikey's guaranteed rumor was 10 million. Like you do get that in America that you're guaranteed. You get upside. You know, if your pay-per-view does well.
I agree with that, Ness. I don't understand that that's how guarantees work, but I never said that his guarantee.
Hold on. You're trying to say, your sticking point is, no, you said it's a guarantee. No, that's how it works, Akan. So it doesn't matter. Again, all I'm saying is if the rumor that you used theoretically was 12 to 15 as the starting point, initially, those were your words, right? When they first rumored this fight, 12 to 15, that's already a career high because his career high is 14. Don't you get it? It's already like you don't need no one to prove what you know. He only got 14. If you're saying they first started talking about this fight at 15, now Dazn is saying it's worth 20. You want me to believe that he's not making a career high? It's cool.
Okay. So Ned, say that then. No, but say that then. So say Wilder is making a career high payday, and Wilder's team. Hold on, Wilder's team. Wilder could say, well, there's no need for me to go to Dazn. Why isn't there any need for me to go to Dazn to fight Brazil? Because I'm making a career high payday on Showtime anyway. And guess what? We're not doing it on pay-per-view because Showtime are saying to me, it's absolutely fine. We're going to back you anyway. Out of our 60 million, we're going to give you a third of that for you to fight Brazil. Say that then.
So basically, he's not making a career high payday until he says he is. That's what you need.
I mean, they have you had any form of confidence from Team Wilder that he's making a career high payday from any of the statements other than Espinoza? Well, excluding Espinoza, can you take any form of confidence from Team Wilder that he's on a career high payday against Brazil?
Well, again, we're going off of this hypothetical and the numbers, and I just don't see how it's not. But I'm hoping to get into camp in about a week. It'll definitely be. I think that's easy for him to answer because he's not giving a figure. But when I present it the way that I do, I think that we should Google because, again, it's self-explanatory. You don't need anyone to tell you the numbers. The market has been set. Like, you just don't want to believe that a competing network would pay what the other competing network has driven the price up to be. You are saying somehow that Espinoza is in cahoots and they've brainwashed Wilder to say that the Brazil fight isn't worth the 20 that Dazn is paying and to stay at Showtime and make less. And that's okay. I just want to get to the callers. I get what you're saying.
No, we can get to the callers, Nez, but my whole point is
hey, y'all went along with that. Let me get to these super chats. We got one from Raheem Big R. Not saying anything, just showing some love. We got one from Dr. Mafongo. Espinoza is the same guy who said Wilder versus Brazil is on Showtime and not on pay-per-view because Wilder is looking out for the fans' wallets. LOL. And we got one from Rod 870. I swear RMV is Big Baby Miller. Same voice.
Did you say Rockman just showing love again?
Yes, sir. Yep, you're showing love twice. Big up to him, man. Let's go get these callers, but y'all going back for like 30 minutes.
I know. I just don't get how he doesn't see that. It's so weird to me.
You can motherfucking lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink, goddamn.
All right. Jack is the. Oh, we didn't go to Javier at all today, right?
No, we didn't.
Nope, no Javi. And he ain't saying shit till you drop that intro.
No, I haven't even gone to Javier. I was gonna go to Jack, but
Alabama.
I want Joshua. Joshua, come and see me, baby. If he doesn't hiding, no more ducking, no more dodging, no more excuses.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
Javier.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm riding right now. A little bumpy, a little bumpy. But in the kind, like, bro, I you know you lost. Like, I hear it in your voice, you know you lost, but you don't really want to admit that you lost the argument. And I understand, pride is a tough thing, but you lost the argument, and it's okay, bro. People lose arguments. I lose arguments all the time. But, bro, you lost. It's all right. But I just want to say, you said, your whole point was that Espinoza said he saw the contract, but he didn't send a picture. That he didn't send the actual contract. So if somebody said they saw the contract, what means they have the right to send a picture of the contract?
You've got to listen properly, Javier. He said that the contract was sent.
Your whole point, you said multiple times.
Listen again, Javier. Espinoza said that the contract was sent to AJ.
Okay, so how can Espinoza just go find the contract and send it to him? Did he say
Espinoza said the contract was sent. Eddie Hearn said, "Show us what was sent. Post it. Like reveal what was sent." That's what the whole point was. Espinoza said a contract was sent.
Did Espinoza ever say that he sent it?
Okay. Eddie Hearn replied to him saying, "Show us the contract." He said, "I never sent it." So how do you know a contract was sent to Eddie Hearn and it was received? Bear in mind, he also said it was received if you never sent it and you never saw it.
Fucker, what are you talking about? What are you not getting about? I saw it. He didn't say I sent it.
Cut it.
Jack is the verdad.
Bloody hell. You guys are arguing in circles over nonsense. Why are we talking about money? Where was the same energy that everybody's talking about when we were talking about Wilder ducking? You're on here talking about Espinoza's credibility.
Because that's the whole point, Jack. He's not ducking if they match the offer. How are you ducking if they match the offer?
He's ducking because he had an opportunity to do what he's always said he was going to do,
and he
which
still
is unify.
does. He still does. He still does. Yes, he does.
Because yesterday,
yes, he does.
It's my call. It's my call.
He forces the fight to be on Showtime.
It's my call. We've heard you for 45 minutes. Let me get my call. He posted something yesterday saying if it's not 50-50, he's not fighting. This is a guy that is ducking, and you guys have the audacity to do a show about this guy wanting to fight Usyk as an indication that he doesn't want to fight Wilder. Don't be silly. Eddie Hearn also said if we can't get the Wilder fight, we'll fight Fury. You didn't do a show about that. Usyk can mandate anytime he wants to fight any champion he wants. He's choosing to fight.
Why don't he?
But how do you know that's not what has happened?
Why don't he?
He hasn't gone to Eddie. How do you know he hasn't gone to Eddie and said, "I want to fight AJ next"? You have the audacity to make a show about AJ ducking because he's going to take.
We never said AJ's ducking. We never said AJ's ducking. You just triggered. We never once. We never once. We never once put the blame.
And he wants to go saying, "Don't let AJ do this. Don't let Aj do this."
Jack,
what are we letting? What are they say?
We never put the blame on him. We never put the blame on him.
Worth 50-50. Explain to me now. How is Wilder worth 50-50?
How?
Why can't you?
I'll tell you how. I'm explain. If you let me talk, I'll explain it simply.
You've been talking, and you haven't explained anything.
No,
you're telling me
I've been talking, but that wasn't the argument, jackass.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio.
You're not listening. You're not listening. You're doing a show
indicating that AJ is ducking because he wants to fight Usyk next. If he can't make the Wilder show.
We
Mike
did
sat
not
there and said
insinuate that.
the
We
keyword
did not
was
insinuate.
if. You
We
glossed
did not
over that.
insinuate
Mike
that.
sat there and said the
We
keyword was
did
if.
not insinuate that.
You did.
No, we didn't.
I listened to the show.
No,
Mike
we didn't.
said the
That's
keyword
you.
was if.
You're
That you said
emotional.
they're trying to pull the wool
You're
over our eyes. They're
emotional.
trying to do it again.
You're
It doesn't-
emotional.
they're
That's
trying to
why
make
you
that
heard
fight
that.
Not happen. Is that not what you said? You
You're
said they're trying to
emotional.
make that fight not happen. Did you say that?
Emotional. Why you
I'm
emotional? Why you
You're sitting
emotional?
there talking a whole lot of nonsense.
The only one talking nonsense is you. You're arguing something that wasn't the topic of the show.
I'm arguing exactly what you said. You said AJ taking this fight is another indication that he doesn't want to fight Wilder.
I've never said
was your
that.
words
No one
verbatim.
said that. No one said that. You're lying.
You did.
You're lying.
You did. You said this is another. They're trying to pull the wool over.
Time's up, champ.
Jack, I love the emotion. Jack, I do love the emotion and the fight that you came with. However, we didn't actually say AJ was ducking if he didn't take, if he took the Usyk fight. We just said we didn't want to see it.
Exactly.
But we never actually said he's ducking. So that was never said. But I do agree. We should be talking and applying heat to Wilder's comments because Wilder's come out with comments, but it's not what the topic of the show was. So
Jack Anaconda, I was so ready for that. Me and Mike, remember I put Mike call me because I wanted to be direct. It took him longer than my text.
Hey man, hold on, bro.
Hold on, Mike. When he called me, he said, "Yo, if you want to switch it, let's switch it." I said, "Fuck it, I already scheduled it." You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to talk the Espinoza quote. That's why we've been talking Espinoza quote because there are a lot of people out there that want to call it a duck, but it ain't a duck. How is it a duck when AJ went to Dazn to get a career deal? Hold on. AJ went to Dazn to get a career deal. He wasn't called a duck. Everyone before the big press conference, you included, said if Showtime matches it, it's not a duck. Now, let's be clear. It is my opinion, and based off my interview with Espinoza and these quotes, that they matched that offer. Not only have they matched that offer, but what they've done is make sure that this fight remains on pay-per-view. Now Eddie's come out and said that Anthony could fight on Showtime and he can fight on ESPN. Eddie's also come out and said that he's not going to allow DAZN to hinder this fight. That's why Anthony is only fight by fight. So because Wilder and his team feel that this fight is worth way more than the guaranteed 40, they've made Showtime match. They're taking care of their mandatory. They will be back to discuss. They're going to negotiate.
They're going to negotiate.
It's the obvious plan. It's the obvious plan. It's either going to be AJ or Fury.
Okay, but Nez, let me explain to you why, irrespective of this 20 million, Wilder's still a duck. Because it wasn't the 20 million that made him a duck. The duck came from Wilder having the guaranteed opportunity to fight AJ next.
And he still...
That was it. Hold on, Nez. Because irrespective of whether he lost, let's make sure everyone that's listening understands this. That offer to Wilder was irrespective of whether he won or lost to Brazil. He was still going to get AJ next. He rejected that offer. That's the offer that he rejected. Hence, we call him a duck. I'm not talking about the 20 million versus 20 million from AJ.
Akan, but you are talking about the money, and let me explain why. You are calling him a duck based off the money because you're saying, look, Wilder, even if you lost, you would have still got guaranteed money, so you're a duck. And he's telling you, no, Akan, I don't need guaranteed money. I want 50-50 of the total sum of this fight because between me and him, only me and him can get to this. He could go fight Tyson Fury. It's not as big. It's not as big. Whatever money Tyson Fury and AJ do in the UK, it ain't as big as AJ versus Wilder in the US. Let me finish. Even if AJ fights Fury in the US, that fight, total sum, still won't be bigger than AJ Wilder. So I don't see.
Agree with what you said. However, coming out and saying, Nez, 1 second, Mike. I'll be quick, very quick. I know you want to go into it. 1 second. Coming out and saying that you want 50-50 or no fight is the clearest indication of a duck, as we will see. That in itself is a duck. Wilder is not entitled to 50%. Wilder doesn't bring 50% to the table.
Boy,
So,
you out your fucking
irrespective
mind,
of
man.
everything that he said, coming out and saying, I want 50-50 or no fight, that in itself is a duck. There's no heavyweight on this planet that deserves to step in the ring with AJ and ask for 50-50. If Wilder said, I'll take 60-40 and I want 60-40 on if I win, different story. But Wilder saying yesterday or 2 days ago that he wants 50-50 or this fight doesn't happen, let's call it what it is. It is a duck. That is setting yourself up knowing that that's not happening.
All right.
Hey man, Odie Loke, man, you already know, bro. You already know. And I just wanted to give a big shout out to my guy Bo Lathan. You know what I'm saying? Came through with my new logo. Big ups to you, big dog. For people in the chat, you can see it right now on your screen. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but shut up. You don't see it on YouTube. But if you're on YouTube, you can see the new logo. Gross, you know what I'm saying? Mike, you know, with the boxing gloves. So big ups to Bo Lathan, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate you.
I don't see it on YouTube. Nah, I'm lying. I do see it now.
He hating. Look at it. He want to hate stuff, man.
Yo, so man, this show's gonna go on forever. I'm telling you.
Get back to these callers, man. Y'all been arguing about the same shit, and y'all going in a circle. You ain't gonna see his point, and he ain't gonna see your point.
I don't care.
Y'all gotta agree to disagree.
Nah.
Javier won his boomerang and quit cutting off Javier, man. Let my guy talk.
Who cut him off?
You cut him off. I mean, Khan cut him off.
Man,
he asked me a question.
Everybody,
nigga, because you, the way you answer questions is like you say 15 seconds. So you're asking me, and then you fucking say what you just said.
Okay, so tell him to be clear in his call, Mike. Why don't you prep him for when he calls in? Because you're telling me I shouldn't be cutting him off and don't interrupt him. He asked me a question. I answered his question. Now you're crying about me answering this question.
I want to ask a kind of question. Khan, is there another heavyweight that AJ makes the same total sum versus Wilder? Like, you know, not equivalent, the money that AJ Wilder produces. What other heavyweight produces that with AJ?
He doesn't.
Okay. So
does that equate to 50-50?
Yes, watch this. So now when Floyd Mayweather sent Manny Pacquiao the offer for $40 million, how many belts did Mayweather have?
2? 1?
Exactly. Maybe 1.
Okay, but Nez, hold on.
What?
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
One question. Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather, was that 50-50?
Damn near.
No.
I think Mayweather got 200.
Yeah, it wasn't.
200.
But it wasn't 50-50. Did Mayweather ever take a fight that was 50-50?
Not Mayweather, no.
Okay. Did Mayweather at 29?
Hold on. Wait, are you saying now that
No.
Remember,
hold on. I'm nearly done this. I have one more.
You gotta hold on because you gotta remember the only dude that's done a US pay-per-view is Wilder. That's why the fight is being offered on Showtime or somewhere where they could do a US pay-per-view because there's more money here.
Okay, Nez, I have one more. Just one more. Which heavyweight in the last 10 years, even including Floyd, even include all the division, in the last 10 years, which heavyweight or fighter in America came to America and had a guaranteed purse of 35 million when they were 29? Aged 29. I mean, who had a guaranteed purse?
To put it at age is too difficult, but to get
who had it? Even Mayweather didn't.
I guess
I'm saying even Mayweather didn't.
Hold on. I guess, you know, since your knowledge is not good enough, I guess, you know, Canelo.
When he fought who?
Canelo's younger than 29 and he's already making 36 million per fight.
Okay, but hold on. You got me there. Hold on. Hold on. Originally, I was gonna stick to heavyweights. I knew you were gonna drag up Canelo.
Yo, Canelo's a little beast. Yo, let's get to one caller. At least one. Let's see. Sel, Boomerang. Oh no, damn. Sorry, Sel. You are next after Javier Mastermind, who Mike wants us to be totally quiet. Javier.
I didn't say be quiet. I'm saying, nigga, you having a 5-minute dialogue with Jack who's speaking nonsense But the Americans, which remember when I first called it, my first call ever to the Boxing Voice.
Yo, you lying. Jack got cut off.
Shut your ass up. Let me have you talk.
Yeah, let me get this shit off real quick. Let me get something off my chest. Now look, Jack, that shit was 5 minutes. That's a lot. You ain't gonna tell
lying.
me. It's about 3.
You lying.
It's about 3.
Hey, yo, why
It's
don't you
about 3.
start using a fucking clock, man? Because you be lying. Start using a stopwatch. You lying.
Man,
I got a clock. I got a clock, bro. Where's
I do
yours?
too.
No,
I
you
got a
don't.
regular clock.
So
And that
show
bitch,
it.
he started
Screenshot
at
it.
like 9,
Screenshot
10,
it.
and then
Why
at
you don't
9, 15.
screenshot? Why you don't screenshot then? Why you don't screenshot? You
I got
making
you
shit
next
up.
time. I got you next time.
Next
But look,
time.
that was my first call. I was in the Boxing Voice.
2:15.
You always let the UK call it for 10 minutes.
13. I'm counting on you now since you want to talk about you got clocks.
All right, bro. Well, count on the UK callers just like you do for the Americans. You love counting on us. I don't know what you got against us, but you count for us, but don't count for them. If you're not going to count for them, don't count for us. I'd rather you not count for me.
Yo, you wasting your time now. You should be coming out of con.
I know I'm over time, nigga. I'm different. I was over there with I was talking to a con. We was having a dialogue, and you cut me off in the middle. I don't even care about that fucking dialogue no more. I'm just hurt that you would treat Americans this way. I thought we was better than that. I thought we treated us better as people. But I see that you really fuck with the UK heavy, and you be ducking and dodging. You know, you love trying to act like you with us, but I see you be with them sometimes too. And it really hurt, man. You know, you feel what I'm saying, bro? Like the shit's
Hey, Javier, man, this nigga fucking turncoat, dog.
Nigga, we been around with your fucking ass, bro.
You want to be a Spice Girl and
Your
shit.
bitch swole head ass don't want to give us no love.
I nigga want to be a Spice Girl, and then he want to be a fucking Spice World and shit.
You cut Mike off. You just cut Mike off like he ain't there. You let a con talk all this dumbass shit, and we cool with it. Nigga, con talk 5 minutes. Out of the
My
last
man
10.
is straight repeating himself, dog. Like
Javier, your tights are definitely on too tight right now. You need to calm down. You spend your
motherfucking-
whole call crying. I don't understand.
if you just talk about boxing, what did you talk about? We
I
don't even
would.
know.
I did. You cut me off, so I'm hurt. So I
Bro,
wouldn't-
Javier, you gotta understand, man. Ness is trying to be a extra in the Austin Powers a remake. So just let it roll with it, big dog.
I don't know what that was.
Hey, Mike,
This is stupid.
Yes, sir.
It's all good, Ness. But look, I'm just letting you know, Ness. It's love in America. You ain't
Yo,
gotta
you
keep
got your
fucking with the UK.
stopwatch? You got your
Man, fuck that
stopwatch?
stopwatch, man.
Because you got like
Fuck
3
that.
minutes right now just saying the
I know I
same
did, 'cause
shit.
He gave you extra time.
For you to give me my shit. I had
Extra
to go on the rant.
extra time for he could cry.
Yeah, thank you. It's all love.
Instead
I'm the biggest support. I'm the biggest support.
Instead of coming out of con, and at least debating the fact that he calling people ducks.
You already killed him. I ain't gotta keep killing him. He's dead.
I don't kill him unless all the callers agree. Then he walks away thinking he won.
Took that bitch out of
Yo, this
set.
nigga
He
just
done it.
unmuted himself. I muted him. He unmuted. He's like, you already.
Hey man, we got a super chat from Mookie B. What's going on, Mookie B, man? A long time, man. What a con don't understand is that this fight will be at least worth 150. Wilder want 50-50 because who the fuck is AJ? That's Wilder's point. AJ got no reason to fight. Got to fight on pay-per-view. That's the duck.
That's amazing. I love that super chat. Appreciate the support to TBV. However, if you're gonna say who the fuck is AJ, who the fuck is Wilder?
The guy that's on a US pay-per-view.
Stop that immediately. Oh, the guy that's so US pay. Hold on. So US pay-per-view is bigger than what 5 pay-per-views in the UK combined? Is that bigger?
Listen,
is it bigger? Here's
my rebuttal.
Go ahead.
I guess so, Akan. When AJ's making a career high payday non-pay-per-view in the US, champ.
That's nothing to do. Hold on.
Hold on. Good point, man. He came to America and get paid the most ever got paid.
Hold on. Yes, he's getting paid.
He done 5 pay-per-views over there, but that shit don't amount to a non-pay-per-view in the US.
Let's go! Let's go!
Damn, a non-pay-per-view in the US. He muted himself, Ness.
Ness mute. I didn't mute myself.
I didn't mute him. He lying. It's murder.
Definitely.
Yo, let's go to Stella Milwaukee on the Boomerang status cell. What it do?
Hey, yo, listen. Hey, shout out to the nigga Javier, man. That nigga, I fuck with Javier. But listen, he talking about you hurt his feelings. Nigga, that motherfucker outfit you wore to the fight hurt my feelings, nigga. Hey, but hey, Khan, check this out, Ness. Check this out. Watch how simple this shit should have been. This shit should go take 2 minutes. Khan, did AJ say he received the contract?
No.
Oh, he didn't. So AJ,
no. Where did he say that?
Breakfast Club or one of them interviews didn't say he received the contract. It looked good.
Where did he say that he received the contract for the 50 million?
Yes,
Breakfast Club.
He did. Yes.
What were his words? So quote him.
We can't quote him all. We can't do it like that. We're gonna have to Google it.
How long was this show, Ness? So you're telling me he's calling in with this fake smoke, this fake fairy smoke, and you can't even quote who?
What you mean? He's always
quote him.
Accepted the 50 million.
Yes, he did say that. He even said in an IFL video, like he was like, "Yo, the 50 million look good, but that was just to the naked eye." Like, why? He's always acknowledged.
When you start peeling back the layers, I gotta do this. 50, that's what he said, bro.
I agree with that. Let him have his school. Let him have his school.
We starting this all over.
One more time, you lying ass bastard. Did the man say he accepted the 50 million or not?
That he accepted. You said, did he get sent a contract? Again, stick by what you're saying. You just asked me, the first question was, did he get sent a contract? Just now you said, did he accept the 50 million?
The guy can have more than 1 point. He can have more than 1 point. He first started with the contract.
Mike, he said again,
he started with the contract.
Now
he's going to the money.
What's wrong with you?
Listen.
Cut it. Hold up. Cut it. Hold up, Akan. Hey, Sal, please re-preference the question, please.
Okay. Akan, did AJ say on multiple interviews that he not only saw the contract, but he was going to accept the contract?
The accepting of the 50 million, I agree. I've seen him do that. However, I haven't seen him say that he accepted that he saw a contract. That's my opinion. If you say that he has, show me a link. Post it somewhere to show us where he said he saw a contract. The 50 million, I agree.
You go on the record saying that you don't know that he said he's seen the $50 million contract. Is that your words?
I'm saying to you, I haven't seen him say that he saw the 50 million contract. I've seen him break down the 50 million. I've seen him say that he believes the 50 million could be raised. I've seen him say, that when you break down the 50 million, it could be 25. But I've not seen AJ say that he saw the 50 million contract.
Ness, there's nothing else I need to be saying. This nigga is wild. Get him the fuck out of here like Mario.
See, that's the problem. That's the problem with some of you American callers that call in. And I completely understand where your delusion comes from, because you stand for Wilder. You don't actually come with any knowledge. You guys listen to this show. This show's been over an hour. You call into this show and you can't even come with so much as, a quote. You can't even come with a quote. Your whole idea is, did AJ say or not that he accepted the 50 million? AJ broke down the 50 million in multiple interviews. He didn't say that I don't remember him saying that he saw the contract. I don't remember Eddie Hearn saying he saw the contract. I remember him saying he asked his team, he asked his manager, he asked Frank Smith, he asked Eddie Hearn, he asked Barry Hearn, did anything come in? And they said no. So when you call in and you say, did AJ say that he saw the contract? No, he didn't. Show me where he did. Empty smoke, fairy smoke. Come harder than that.
Mike. Oh, Mike's gone. All right. Kiki. Kiki. Yeah. We hear you, Kiki. You ain't saying nothing, though. Hello.
Yo, Ness, all I want to say is, boy, you're like the black Donald Trump. Because it seems like it's Wilder first, Wilder second, and Wilder third.
Explain.
Every time I listen to your show, all I hear is you defending Wilder. Defending Wilder, this imaginary flipping offer of 50 million or whatever it was. Yeah, he got offered it. But there was terms and conditions that he couldn't accept. So let's get over that point.
All right. So what about we use that same statement and reverse it? Yeah, Wilder was offered 120 million, but there was terms and conditions that he couldn't meet.
Meaning,
hold on. Yes, meaning I don't want to fight 4 fights on DAZN. Terms and conditions I don't want to fucking meet. Give me the one AJ fight. Huh?
No.
Oh, no, okay. Tell me why. Tell me why.
Contract and they didn't even pay no mind to it. They sat down and they didn't pay no mind to it and they left.
You know why?
They told you why. Conversation.
No, they told you why
so
they left.
Didn't even consider it.
Kiki, they told you why they left. You don't have a problem with that, Kiki? You don't understand why they left? Do you want me to refresh your memory?
Okay, go ahead.
They were not told the amount that AJ was going to get. Before you jump on some huge dick riding fucking bandwagon, remember there has never been a fight in history where the fucking A and B side don't know what each other are making. If you can find me one, I will shut up. But until then, don't be a fanboy of AJ and Eddie Hearn and say, why should Wilder know what AJ's making? Because guess what? Pacquiao knew. Pacquiao knew. Didn't Pacquiao know? Didn't Pacquiao know?
Offer him more than what he normally makes.
Didn't Pacquiao know? Didn't Pacquiao know what Floyd took home? Didn't Pacquiao know what the overall fight was going to make?
That was a different time.
You're right. Gotta go. And Javier, that's how people get more calls when I'm fucking slaughtering niggas in the name of you. I do it for you because you waste your call that you pay extra for. So I got to make sure every time there's a body to catch, I'm decapitating they fucking heads.
When's the last time? This is the last time you caught a body on here. I'm just.
You
about a second ago.
You say me? Me?
About a second ago.
Me?
Akan.
Me?
Listen.
Just got about a week ago.
Akan, where does the fight make more sense? AJ Wilder.
America.
Okay. And broadcaster. Tell me where.
America.
So
nigga network, nigga, the zone of
Showtime.
Showtime.
Showtime. Dance, motherfucker.
No. I thought you said what? Showtime, 100%.
Oh my God, Akan, I'm honestly, you're growing on me, kid. The fact that you're not like, sometimes he's not fucking like, straight blind. Look, so now he's literally, without knowing, just said Wilder didn't duck. He just said the fight makes more sense in America and more sense on Showtime. So if you're not taking it, how is it a duck, champ?
Hold on. Nez. Hold on.
This guy's been body left and right.
No, how can you say that? Hold on. It does make more sense in America because it generates more. However, they don't bring an equal share to the table, Nez. They don't. AJ and Wilder are not on the same level. They're not on the same level. One guy
AJ and Miller a paper. No, hold on. Real quick.
No,
it's real quick.
It doesn't even make sense.
AJ and Miller a pay-per-view.
No, it's not.
No, it's not a pay-per-view.
Why not?
It's not a pay-per-view.
Why not?
Because AJ ain't known in America. Who the fuck gonna buy
in America? Exactly. They're building him up. It's his US debut. It's his US debut.
If his US debut was against Wilder, would that be on pay-per-view?
Yes.
Hold on, it would be 100%. Is
that
just hold on? No. Wait, hold on. If that unification happened and it was AJ versus Wilder, is it just the two names, or are they bringing all the belts in the division to the table? Because you're acting like Miller is bringing anything other than a name and an unbeaten record to the table. Go ahead,
Mike. I got him. So basically, you're trying to say that or one of the reasons that the fight would be on pay-per-views because they're bringing all the belts together, right, Akan?
They're big names and they're bringing 5 belts, correct?
So why wasn't Terrence Crawford's unification on pay-per-view?
What do you mean? Why wasn't Terrence Crawford's unification on pay-per-view?
Don't start this.
It isn't. No, I'm not.
It's heavyweights, man. Hey, it's heavyweights.
Heavyweights that's what you did a build up for.
Brandon casual fan. You can't compare heavyweights to a fucking 140 division. A heavyweights to a 140 division. Come on, man.
What you saying?
Heavyweights brain the casual fan that makes the fight bigger and more people want to see it.
Brother,
140 division. Come on.
Listen to me, and I'm going to use other people since you want to be, because my knowledge is vast. I don't need to just use Terrence. Okay, I'm debunking the entire statement that fight is on pay-per-view because the belts are coming together. Because last I checked, Usyk wasn't on pay-per-view when he unified. I could keep going.
I didn't say that was the only reason.
No, I didn't say you said it was the only reason. I said one of your reasons. You said because they're big names and all the belts are coming together, which doesn't.
Is that not one of the reasons why it's going to be on pay-per-view? An undisputed. When was the last time there was an undisputed heavyweight champion in America and in the UK, in the world? When was the last time? Lennox Lewis?
The reason it's on pay-per-view and it's going to be pay-per-view is because Wilder is not taking a Dazn deal and because Wilder AJ is a pay-per-view, not Wilder Tyson. No, excuse me, not Tyson Fury AJ, not AJ Big Baby, not AJ versus the Chinese guy I want y'all to finally see, not AJ versus Usyk. None of that shit is pay-per-view, Akan. You can sit here and be the biggest AJ protector that you want, but economics is what's talking, and that's what you guys used to like to argue 6-8 months ago when the fight had to take place in AJ's home country, and he would say, "You know what, England? We built something nice, and the fight's got to stay right here." And now you over fucking in the U.S. bowing down. So guess what? Guess what? It's not going to be 50-50, Akan. I'm not an idiot.
It's not going to be.
And neither is Deontay Wilder. But guess what? The biggest offer is going to come from Showtime. Someone's going to have to counter it. And the offer is going to be big. And that means that Wilder will get 50-50 on his offer. Now, remember, before you run, the argument that you like to use is Espinoza and this contract. So there will be a new offer. Again, you heard my interview with Espinoza. You doing all this to protect AJ. I said to him, why can't you just send a new contract then? Why'd you let Wilder do it? Why can't you just send a new contract? And he said, I'm not saying one isn't coming. So what's going to happen when Espinoza and Showtime send another $50 million deal and they say again that the UK rights are on Sky Sports, and that they can equally sell the rights, because that's what everybody is talking. You heard my interview with the VP of Heyman Boxing. You heard my interview with Espinoza. You heard my interview with Lou DiBella. Why can't we shop it around? Why can't we say, hey, ESPN, do you want to buy AJ Wilder and how much? Hey, DAZN, do you want to buy AJ Wilder and how much? Hey, Showtime, do you want to buy AJ Wilder and how much? Barclays Center, do you want to host AJ Wilder? How much? Akan, what is wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that at all, Nez. But the whole premise of this is this, Nez. Wilder will never get 50-50 versus AJ. He won't ever get 50-50 versus AJ. Even if the fight happens, even if the fights happen, I believe that the fight generates more in America. I don't believe it generates 150 million in the UK, and I don't believe any person that's from the UK disagrees that it makes more in America. However, Wilder will never get 50-50 versus AJ. I'm telling you that now. He will never get 50-50 versus AJ.
And Akan, let's hypothetically assume you're 100% right. Now, my question to you is, will Wilder get more than 80 million for 2 AJ fights?
In the UK, in the US?
Where the
100%. I agree.
All right.
He will.
All right. So it doesn't matter that he's saying 50-50. All they're doing is ensuring that this fight is going to get what it's worth. They're not going to stick to a contract that is underpaying them. You yourself are saying one fight generates over 150 million. That's what we said here. I think you brought that up. But you could give a new number. You could give a new figure. It wouldn't matter. One fight trumps both of the purses DAZN offered. It's impossible.
Let's say the fight generates 150 million, yeah? Let's go off 150 million.
Mm-hmm.
How much does the network take? Half, right?
Whatever they take. Listen to this. Whatever.
So they take half. They take half.
Listen, we don't got to do all that math. All we got to do is agree on this. We'll agree on this, Akan. I am a reasonable boxing fan. AJ gets 60%. Let's hypothetically assume in the future, Showtime makes this offer, ESPN makes this offer, DAZN makes this offer. AJ's getting 60, Wilder's getting 40 for the first fight. There's pay-per-view upside. Everybody's happy with Sky selling the UK pay-per-views. There's nothing wrong with that. They are going to take those offers, okay? The issue has always been the little fine print. But when that offer finally comes where they get to see AJ 60, they know they're getting 40, they know that there's pay-per-view upside, they know that the rematch isn't a retarded rematch where if AJ loses, he still gets 50. You understand what I'm saying? When all those kinks are worked out, I guarantee you that whole 50-50 talk will be off the table because a reasonable contract is a reasonable contract. There's never once been a reasonable contract. They like to manipulate the minds of the sheep by saying 120 million when we know that one fight between AJ and Wilder makes 120 million. So 2 fights at 40 million, even if you win, it's not a dog. It's smart business. You taking what you know you're worth. Just like Pacquiao did not take 40 guaranteed and eventually got 180 and fucking Mayweather got 250, but whatever. Deej, Boomerang, talk to me.
Hey, yo. So, yo.
We hear you. We hear you. We hear you.
Yeah. So, here's my thing still. Look, I'm not mad at Joshua looking at the Usyk fight because, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, so you don't have to go wild at me. Joshua couldn't make these fights with all the other heavyweights. He couldn't make that Fury fight. Fury, after the Wilder fight, was doing the whole chicken thing. Where are you, you big chicken? So Fury was supposed to take that deal when anywhere near 40, 60. Whyte, he couldn't make the Dillian Whyte fight. That fight's been one of the fights you would look at a million miles away and say, that's an easy fight to make. That fight didn't happen either. So we already know about the Wilder fight and the politics of that, the Shelley Wing calling, all that business. But I heard Wilder do an interview recently, and he sounds like he was saying that what Joshua and them, once he unified, he wasn't on that, he didn't have that same energy. So that's a hard fight to make. So, you know, looking at Usyk from now and getting him penciled in, there's nothing wrong with that. It's a decent fight. Fighter's got a decent caliber, but ideally there's bigger fights out there, but people have to be willing to fight. They have to be willing to risk it all against this guy. You know, it's making
cut it. Deej, thanks for calling. Yo, see, this is why, unlike motherfucking Mike, I never shout out this idiot Wayne. One fight generates 120 million.
No, I think, in my personal opinion, because I just seen that, I was thinking, damn, I'm getting to where this fight getting to that 200 million.
No, and my man over here in the comment section saying that it doesn't get to that. Like,
yeah, I'm feeling like it's about
comments. They're like, don't come here then. Like,
I just think
idiotic shit.
It's just too much. Like, there's too much shit on YouTube about either AJ support or AJ bash, and the same thing for Wilder. You got a guy named, I ain't gonna say his name, but he is killing Wilder on a regular basis. Come to the nest on a regular basis, and it's like a lot of Wilder support too. I mean, so the fight is just getting bigger and bigger, in my personal opinion, and now it's just bleeding over to mainstream media. You got TMZ running up on Wilder, asking about the AJ fight every time they see him. You got fucking ESPN doing articles about getting AJ on ESPN. So the fight is getting bigger and bigger, bro, and I just think it's gonna get to that $200 million mark on pay-per-view by itself, and that's only the U.S. that I'm factoring in. We got one from Mookie B, super chat real quick. If Wilder is ducking offer 50-50,
that doesn't even make
Wilder's
sense.
ducking offer 50-50 and see who ducking the con.
That doesn't even make sense.
You
mean offer Wilder 50-50 and see who's then ducking?
Yeah. See who take the fight then. Who come up with an excuse that the fight can't happen?
I mean, Wilder most
In your
likely.
personal opinion, you don't think Wilder is worth the 50-50?
In my personal opinion, I genuinely don't. I genuinely don't, because in my opinion, I'll relate it to business, for example, Mike. If I'm coming and we're trying to do a merger, we're trying to do something together, and I've got 3 businesses, not even 4. I'll say I've got 3 businesses or 3 notable businesses and maybe a side hustle on the side. And you've got 1 business, and all my businesses generate more than your business. I have more business. So it's normal for my business to generate more in revenue than your one business. Not saying your one business can't triple invest. Not saying you can't be Apple. Not saying you can't be Amazon. But I'm saying at its current value, my businesses are valued more combined than your one business. I don't believe that if we come together, Mike, we should be a 50-50 partnership.
Even though your business is in a country where the revenue is at a maximum, but you're coming into my business, which could be, let's say it's in Silicon Valley and it's just not starting up, but we're getting a lot of motherfucking buzz. You don't think that my business and where I'm at in Silicon Valley, the location of the business is worth that 50-50?
I mean, that increases your value.
Exactly.
It increases it increases your value.
Man, we keep it business all day. We keep it business all day.
It increases your value. I 100% believe it increases your value. But does it still? I don't know if it increases you all the way up to 50-50. I believe it increases your value.
And that's the debate we got right now. That's the debate we got right now. Thank you, Akar. Next caller.
We got Sakul. Talk to me.
Hey, morning. Big up, man. The business of boxing is disguised as a sport. It hurts sometimes, man. Anyhow, Usyk is definitely a class boxer. He has the best footwork, one of the best footwork of any boxer, I think. Speed got me. I think I can't give a good example on Dillian Whyte. I think Matchroom. I think Dillian Whyte is a schemer, and I know definitely he wouldn't have taken that money from AJ. But I think it's a plan by Matchroom to get Wilder's belt, to be the mandatory for Wilder, because I think Dillian Whyte is going to beat him. I think he's not afraid of him.
So why he ain't take that Showtime deal? When Showtime showed him the $50 million that he running around on IFL videos saying is real, that the con don't want to believe, why he ain't take that deal if he want all that smoke?
You know what's funny about Showtime? It's weird to me that after this Dazn deal, that Showtime now could pay Wilder $20 million.
When couldn't they? Let me know when they filed for bankruptcy. What the fuck are you talking about? When couldn't they afford it? Tell me. Explain to me one time they could not afford it, please. Please.
Hey, Ness. So why the fuck weren't they paying him that before?
Because the market didn't fucking demand it. When you got
but he's more valuable to them, and clearly they're showing that now.
I'm letting you finish your sentence, but you know that you're beyond your time.
Some of these guys cut it.
Listen, he's beyond his time anyway, and the point is this: why the fuck with Showtime? You guys don't understand. It's like I told Akon, put yourself in Espinoza's position. Why is Showtime going to be paying Deontay Wilder $20 million if the market didn't indicate that? Now the market demands that. Like, I don't get.
You don't pay until you have to, bro. You don't pay until you have to. That's the thing about business. Like that's why football players be going through these long negotiations and struggling to get money, because the fucking franchise know they don't have to pay them until they absolutely have to.
Mike, why is no one calling in here and disputing Canelo? Was Canelo always making $36 million a fight?
No.
So what the fuck is they talking about? He's worth it now. Like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? Like, why do you act so dumb?
We can't act like Wilder is the same Wilder that Eddie Hearn was bashing 2 years ago. The guy's on a whole nother level now, bro. At that point, I think he had like 320,000 followers on IG. Then at 2 million now. It's not, his reach is not the same anymore. So we can't act like the fucking percentage should be the same. The only reason AJ is coming to America to do a fucking fight is to build his name up and get more known. Wilder's not going to the UK. No matter how bad me and Ness might want to, he's not going over there to do a fight.
Let's go to more callers. It's hilarious, man. Hilarious. I just can't wait for the fight. Can't
Me
wait.
too, man.
That fight
It's
check
gonna be an event, bro.
amazing.
It's gonna be a fucking event, like
You know what,
like no
Mike?
other.
I don't think we should travel either, because if we fuck around and don't have internet,
I don't think we should travel either, bro. As much as I want to, I don't think we should. I think we should stay home and fucking.
don't have internet and can't do that show that day. No,
We
sir.
gotta maximize. We gotta
I'm
maximize.
gonna be right here to laugh at every motherfucker.
Every call in. Everybody, boy, you motherfuckers.
And they not gonna call because we've been here before. Earl done Spank, Kel Brook.
Nah, it's different. It's different.
It ain't.
It's different. It's different, dog.
Don did
Different.
it. Danny.
Cal Brook ain't got that reach, man. It's gonna be motherfucking women crying. AJ lost over in the UK.
The truth is this, Mike.
It's gonna be little kids out here, goddamn me, taking their fucking gloves off.
I'm not saying
AJ lost.
I'm not
over
saying
in UK.
I'm not saying
I'm sorry, little kids. Put leave gloves on. I'm sorry.
Listen, I'm not saying it's not gonna be the biggest and most damaging one. I'm just saying I've been here before. That might be a Khan's last day. Like every day a UK fighter fights and loses, I lose a UK host.
Oh, but I'm still hearing this, regardless of how hard you've tried. You've tried. I'm not emotional.
I'm not
emotional. But the difference is, if AJ, do you know what? This is the difference between me and Nunes. If AJ was to get knocked out by Wilder, I'll come here. I'll come on this show right after. I'll even be in the live fight chat. I'll come and I'll give him the maddest amount of credit.
And won't I?
The maddest amount of credit. The insane amount of credit. However, that's not gonna happen.
If it was if it was reversed, wouldn't I?
Yeah, but you claimed that you'd lose a UK host. I'm just saying, no. Boxing is a win and lose type of game, in my opinion.
With TBV, it's history. With TBV, we've lost UK hosts every time there's been a US versus UK fight. Earl versus Spence, we lost the fallen soldier. I won't even bring up his name because he's fairly popular at this point. He's building his profile, so I don't want it to be turmoil. We actually still talk, and I invited him to the appreciation night. But Danny Khan, a lot. I'm telling you, like you're not the first UK guy.
No. I have thick skin.
I don't see a Khan being like that emotionally invested in AJ, because even today he showed that I felt the Usyk fight was a good fight, but he like, nah, bro, that ain't it. You know what I'm saying? That ain't it. So
it's not. I'm not. I understand people are heavily invested. They have their favorites. I'm from the UK. I support the UK boxers, but don't get it twisted. If AJ loses, you're still gonna catch me on here, guys. I'm so sorry.
I hope
you already know if AJ loses, who gonna go away.
I'm here. I'll get pure smoke in the production chat.
No more mastermind. No more reporting. No more Jack is the truth.
Oh, Jack,
he gone. If AJ loses, Jack gone.
He ain't gonna be in the match.
Nigga, he ain't about to be reporting.
No. Jack will stay. If Yard loses, Jack's gone.
Come on, why you gotta bring Yard up, bro?
Yard loses.
Man, I hope that you stick around because it would be good to finally have our final cast. I feel like we're on the break of something big. The show's already big, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna get some sort of deal. So it would be good for a UK correspondent to stick around for that, because you need that balance. You definitely need that balance.
Absolutely. I think you are a perfect addition to the cast, man. I like your insight, brother. You know what I'm saying? Even though we disagree sometimes, but we absolutely need that because it makes for a better show.
Definitely. Let's go out to Malaysia to the man.
Malaysia. Oh.
Vito, what up?
What up, Vito, baby?
Vito! Damn, you sound low as there you go. Sorry about that. Go for it, Vito.
Okay, Ken, how you holding up?
How you doing, man? Was that me?
He's checking in on you. He's checking in on you.
You good?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How you doing?
Okay, good. Now, let me tell you something. Don't mind these Yanks, yeah? All they know how to do, the fact is they make a lot of noise. They think when they talk loud, they make points. But, you have, what's it called? Mike over there talking about Silicon Valley. I can't begin to start explaining how stupid that sounds. First of all, you have someone you call Silicon that does not even sell. Then you have the so-called person that is coming from the other area, let's say a small pond, that has been earning 5 times what Wilder has been earning, and then you're talking.
But you know, in Silicon Valley, you are gonna not only triple your fucking biggest payday. It's going to be a fucking steady stream. It's going to be a steady stream. So why wouldn't you get a guy 50-50 when your payday is going to double, if not triple?
Let me tell you something.
Tell me something, Vito.
That they lost the Cosby to Povetkin. That's how stagnant.
Now you want to go back to boxing.
And then
you started with my fucking business. Now you want to go back to boxing.
All the over there called nets that
cut it.
Vito, man. You can't just fucking change up in the middle of an argument.
So he made one point, say, yo, if Wilder was so good, why he had to lose the purse bid? Again, the market. The market. When Akan, when Mikey was fighting for Top Rank, what is your guess estimation about his purse then versus now? Would you say that we're on par, or he's making significantly more now?
I think he's making more now.
Since his departure from Top Rank.
I think he's making more now.
Okay, so wouldn't that indicate that Mikey's market increased? That's why guys like Eddie were offering him $8 million?
Yep.
All right. So, you know, again, so if Wilder lost the purse bid when he wasn't as important as he is now, makes no sense. I'm so tired of arguing that. I just really, really want this fight, but it ain't gonna happen until it's fair. T Plums, holla at us.
Yo, what up, fellas? How y'all doing?
All good, all good.
Cool. I just want to point out a little bit of hypocrisy that I've been noticing from the little UK fans. Not all of them, but just about the whole Steven Espinoza thing. Basically, how y'all think the whole world will sit around and lie for Wilder, but at the same time, y'all believe everything Eddie Hearn say. And then Akan, personally, you was like, oh, Steven Espinoza held some of the truth, or he possibly told something that wasn't true, whatever. From that little slight thing, you say he untrustworthy, but y'all still trust Eddie Hearn when countless times, you know what I'm saying, he contradicted and just blatantly lied. But you know what I'm saying, y'all still hold on, y'all still hold his words to gold. Like, that's the delusional fan stuff. So when we say stuff behind Wilder, like, it ain't that contradictory, bro. But y'all just be like on some other stuff with y'all bias, so whatever y'all want to call it. Yeah. So that's what I have to say. That's my 2 cents on that. I know it's kind of late for that because y'all been babbling for a little bit, but I just want to add on that.
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. Thanks for your call. We got a super chat from Mookie B. You can have 3 businesses, and mine is the Trump Tower. Good point. We got one from Deej. Deej, if AJ knock out Wilder, he'll snap his fingers and half the fanboys will disappear. Sorry isn't the pilot for Avengers 3. Well, same thing. We got one from Brandon. In 2018, Wilder was offered $15 million for a fight. And in December 2018, Wilder got a guaranteed $4 million with upside. Why wasn't the offer made more? Why wasn't the offer more than by Showtime?
Because it wasn't the same fighter, first of all. Again, those comparisons are insane. DAZN is telling them, we're going to give you 20 for Brazil, okay? Not, we're going to give you 120 for Joshua. It's a huge difference. Now, Showtime can't really even match it unless they're going to say, yo, we'll give you 120 to fight whoever. But you can't ask Showtime to match a flat fee offer for a fight with Joshua in the UK. Remember, you're asking Showtime to get involved in a fight that was, the contract was for the UK, Brandon, but thanks. I mean, use another super chat to like rebut that. Tell me how it wasn't for a fight in the UK, how AJ didn't think he was in control of the market. Now he realizes the market's over here. I mean,
let me get Deej a super chat right. My bad, Deej. If AJ knocked out Wilder, he'll snap his fingers and half the fanboys would disappear. Sorry isn't the plot for Avengers 3. Well, same thing.
Still don't get it. Twice you read.
He said AJ like Thanos, and if
Oh,
if he knocked out Wilder, then he'll snap his fingers and half the fanboys will disappear. So I'm sorry, it's not the pilot for Avengers 3.
And this narrative also, I just wanted to say, this narrative that people are saying, oh, we believe every word Eddie Hearn says, that is definitely not true. That is so far from true, from the truth. We don't believe every word that Eddie Hearn says. Eddie Hearn has contradicted himself on so many different occasions. He just did recently when he said, it would do the Spence Garcia fight would do 400,000. No, it will struggle to do 2. He contradicts himself constantly. We use Eddie Hearn's points in arguments because that's where he's from, the UK. He represents Anthony Joshua. We use it in arguments, but I'm not going to come out commonly and say, Eddie Hearn speaks facts. Eddie Hearn, it's always the truth, because it's not. The same with Jack. Jack just pointed out in the chat saying Wilder said, it's not goodbye Showtime, it's see you later Showtime. Nez also put in the pre-production chat, if Wilder announces that he stays with Showtime, it means that he's ducked.
You guys don't know what the fuck leverage is in the fucking
but
public eye.
Exactly.
He
I was
said
about to say
to
that,
fucking get leverage.
I believe he said that, and suddenly it led to Showtime saying, oh my God, we're about to lose Wilder.
Oh my fucking God.
Literally, it led to that. Wilder talked himself into a better position with Showtime. Same way with
the market value up.
It dictate because the market dictated it, because the zone came out and made that offer. That's all I'm saying. The market dictates the value. Once the market starts saying, hey, you guys are getting up there. You guys are fucking, the purse is getting up there. You gotta fucking step back.
It's funny,
look
man.
at it from a business perspective and try to maximize the profit. And that's all.
It's funny because we're called buyers, but Tyson Fury gets offered 105 million, 80 to 105 million, signs to ESPN. The market indicated he was worth that. ESPN showed they were willing to pay that. Then they turned around and showed Wilder, guess what? We're also willing to pay you that much. Then DAZN said, we're also we're also willing to pay you that much. Like, they drove his market value up, ladies and gentlemen. Like, you can argue it all you want, but it's just economics, You can be mad. You're going to be mad for a long time. Oh, Wale, talk to me.
Hey, boys, can you guys hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Thanks for just giving me a quick call. Yeah, man. I don't think this Usyk AJ thing's gonna happen at all. It's just Eddie Hearn chatting shit, being a promoter. I think AJ's gonna fight Ortiz next if Wilder keeps ducking. Wilder doesn't want to secure his family's future, because AJ already secured that 10 times over. So that Usyk thing, that's not gonna happen for another 2-3 years, man. But I think the conversation you guys were having yesterday, I think AJ should go to ESPN. Call me crazy. Even though there's only paying this guaranteed money, I think ESPN can pay that guaranteed money as well. But and give him that viewership. If you're trying to get big in the US, I think it makes perfect sense, even more than Showtime, to go with ESPN to get all the viewership and all the casuals on board. Because in Europe and more or less rest of the world, AJ is fully known. It's just the American market needs to crack.
All right. Thank you for calling
in. We got a super chat from Gilsley. I don't know. It's OQI Gilsley. I don't know what the fuck his name is. But he says Wilder got guaranteed $4 million versus Fury on pay-per-view. So how are Showtime matching the DAZN $20 million offer when Wilder said the fight won't be on pay-per-view?
Because the market demands it. Because DAZN offered to pay it. And Showtime as a business, it's like Nike saying, like, all right, let's say department store A, is gonna buy a bulk load of fucking sneakers from Nike at a certain price. Someone else is going to get a better deal if they're willing to pay more. It's just that simple. Like, I don't understand this. Why is it so hard for these people? God.
It's called a investment, because you're going to spend that money now with hopes of recouping that money and more in the long run. That's simply what it is.
Dude, like, if we were all investors right now, Mike, would we not invest in the Wilder stock or AJ stock? Like, we know that there's only one super fight out there. What other fight is this big? Like, if they allowed us to invest, we would invest. We would invest. Like, stop lying. We know it's big. Y'all funny, man. Let me get to DC. Damn, I keep killing Jay, man. This is
damn. Jay been on for a while.
Nah.
Okay.
I added him back because it dropped off over there on
Blog Talk.
Dollar D Beyonce Productions.
Jay Hardcore Boxing. You don't know shit about boxing.
BoxingVoice.com.
Okay.
Jay, unmute, champ.
My fault. Y'all know my old shit going on. Listen here. We working on almost 3 hours on this particular topic. So that shows the type of value this fight is going to make, man. Khan, if I ever get in a fight, dude, I want you on my team, yo. Because no matter what, how many times you get hit, you keep coming back fighting, yo. I want you on my team. I like that, boy. You got guts. Even when you down, yo, you still kicking and biting and scratching. I love it. Ness, you missed your call, bro. You should be an attorney. But moving on, man, keeping it for real, we all know what this is all about. It's all about that mighty dollar, man. And Al Heyman knows how to make that mighty dollar. That's why Floyd Mayweather has made a mass of $1 billion for being smart. Not Floyd, but Al Heyman being smart. So Al Heyman knows what's happening. He feels the market. He knows what's going on. And for Wilder to sign a contract for $120 million, fighting AJ for 40, and then the rematch for 40 is stupid because he don't know what AJ is making, and we don't know how much the money is going to be if it's in the U.S. I mean, this could be a $300 million fight. $200 million fight. So I'm gonna take $40 million. Come on now, that's stupid. I mean, come on now, let's be for real. Who would take that deal? Let's get real with this, man. So that's what's going on here, man. How you gonna sign a contract and you're gonna say, oh, I'm gonna get 40, but we don't know how big the pie is. So I'm just gonna take this slice and let you take the other 3/4, and you're not even really known over here. So actually, I'm the goddamn cash cow on this side, and neither one of us can make that type of money unless we get together. So why should I sign a contract like that? Let's get real. This fight is going to happen when everything matures to the point where it amasses at least $200 million. It's going to take that long. Wilder was worth what? $15 million last year? Now he's worth $40 million this year? Come on, man. You think that ain't going to double again or triple? Got to be crazy. Ain't no way in the hell we gonna sit around and allow Wilder to take some dumb shit. Well, not us, Al Heyman, and allow him to do something like that. That's my call, fellas. I've seen it before with Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather. It takes a long time for this shit to happen, but when it happens, it will happen, and they both gonna be happy as shit, and the rematch is gonna be just as great, and Wilder gonna win. That's my call.
Hey, I got a question, man. Does like when say Showtime sells a pay-per-view and they sell it like via their app and not like through like the cable provider, do they necessarily have to give half the money from their app back to like the cable people? I don't think so, right?
I don't know, man. That'd be a question for Espinoza next time we see him. But
definitely ask him that.
I got to get this last caller here. Let me see. Actually, he didn't connect. So off with your heads. I'm out. Got to walk my champ before she pees in the house. This shit went overtime. We was going to do the Espinoza show, but we essentially done it here. You know, people going to believe what they going to believe, man. I'm just on with Jay Hardcore. Like, he said something that nobody I think has said yet, but 300 million sounds about right. Like, I don't see why Wilder Joshua can't do 3 million pay-per-view buys when when Floyd and Pacquiao did what, 4 million? I mean, yo, at least 2.5. Yo, didn't Canelo and Floyd do 2.4? Nah, man. Like, you gotta put this shit on pay-per-view, man. You leaving too much money on the table, man. Imagine that shit does $2 million. That's a $200 million fight. So what's 40, right? Nah, man. Y'all bugging, bro. And guess what? It took Floyd and him, 5 to 7 years to get it done? We only working on 2-3 years? Man, we still got a long time to wait, man. And now that AJ's coming to the US, he's starting. That's why Eddie didn't keep him on DAZN strictly, because he's starting on his free money. You know, it's free money from DAZN, and you ain't got to put out pay-per-view numbers. But once he starts getting them known, best believe they going back to the pay-per-view model. Like, why wouldn't he? That's where the money's at. And that's why he ain't signed to DAZN. It's just a fight by fight, man. They know where the big money's at, man. And it ain't going to be on DAZN unless they going to crack the piggy bank. They're going to have to crack the piggy bank.
Yes,
I'm your host, Nesta Gibbs. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at NestGTO.
Gross1911 on IG and Gross2312 on Twitter. And big ups to Bo Lathan for that graphic and for that logo. I appreciate it.
It's been another good one, guys. Yeah, it's I think if anything, this just shows how much we want this fight. And eventually it will come. It will come. We just want it now. We want it next. But it's been a good one, guys. Catch you on the next one.
Yo, shit. Yo, Pulev, they coming for you.
I told you. And that's why I told Jackass the other day. Wait till she do something. Wait till she make a statement. Wait till she come out. Y'all saying Pulev came out and said, we're friends. That's all good.
Wait. We went to have.
Yeah. Wait till she come out and say something.
I don't know. Is that
she made a move?
Ain't no show. Don't know.
It'll be it'll definitely be on the notes tonight though, on the flagship. Tonight at 7 o'clock. I want us to do me a favor and reach out to the Haney camp and see if we can get him on tonight. A lot of rumors circulating about him. Maybe even get his father on.
Jenny Shushu coming for Pulev. Damn.
Can't do that shit, man. Like,
yo. So then, I ain't even on. Yo, I'm out.
That's like a Patreon.
I'm out.
That's untitled, big dog.
Yes,
sir.